Jerry single album.
Kọ́kọ́lọ́run tó ṣe ẹ̀dá Sunday, ó ṣe é lẹ́sẹ̀ nínú ayé pátá. Ewé tó ń jẹ́ tó ṣe jágbó òun, aláwo tó jàjà ẹni kò yọjú, ẹni lèwe gbogbo èyí tó ń jẹ́, ájúbà mórí ìṣàkóso ó lè jẹ́. Kò ṣe é ṣàníyàn, kò ṣe é pèrí, kí láti Sunday kò ṣe é kíkú. Mo jáde àtẹ̀gùn ó máa gbóná, má jẹ́ púpọ̀ jù rẹ̀ owú ní. Òòṣà tí o fi ń bá wọn kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó bá a lójijì rí akíní, ojú wa sílẹ̀ ló kúkúrú. Ó kún kí bá alábò láàpọ̀ ni o, lápọ̀ ni o. Ó kún kí bá alábò láàpọ̀ ni. Sunday bọ́ọ̀lù ìṣá gbogbo ọmọdé pẹ̀lú ọ̀gbọ̀nà. Ìgbàkúgbà tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló máa jẹ́ Sunday. Ẹni fojú di. Òòṣà ọmọdé lè kú. Obìnrin fojú di. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Sunday ìgbò. Òòṣà sínú péjọ. Àkàndá èèyàn bá lè péjọ. Àkàndá èèyàn bá lè péjọ. Wọ́n bá rí níbi ọbẹ̀ ìyọ́nú àdìsá ni ọ̀rá kọlà. Ó jẹ́ kó lè máa hàn tó bá fi jẹ́ sí tòrò. Ó kì í ẹtí lérí òun gba àdìsá gbọ́ o. Aládìsá ni transformer bá ṣe pé ó fẹ́ tọ̀nà nínú o. Wọ́n bá rí níbi ọbẹ̀ ìyọ́nú àdìsá ni ọ̀rá kọlà. Ó jẹ́ kó lè máa hàn tó bá fi jẹ́ sí tòrò. Ó kì í ẹtí lérí òun gba àdìsá gbọ́ o. Aládìsá ni transformer bá ṣe pé ó fẹ́ tọ̀nà nínú o. Àwùjẹ wọ́n bá ewì níbi ọbẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ wa. Wọ́n bá ewì níbi ọbẹ̀ ìyọ́nú àdìsá ni ọ̀rá kọlà. Ó jẹ́ tó lè máa rọ̀ tó bá fi jẹ́ sí tòrò. Ó kì í ẹtí lérí òun gba àdìsá o. Aládìsá gbọ́ o. Àdìsá transformer àtàṣe pé ó fẹ́ tàn dání ni o. Wọ́n bá ewì níbi ọbẹ̀ ìyọ́nú àdìsá ni ọ̀rá kọlà. Ẹ̀fẹ̀ tán lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́lá àgbà mo ṣe tó tó rẹ̀ òtótó. Ọlọ́lá àgbà mo ṣe tó tó rẹ̀ aláàánú ayé tó ga jù. Ohun tó bá ṣí ta ló lè tì, ohun tó bá tì ta ló lè ṣí. Ìwọ́n ló ní lára Sunday kò tó wọn láàárẹ̀ màmí. Ìwọ́n ní mo kí lára ẹ̀ láyé iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ pọ̀ gan. Tí mo bá wá kí Sunday ò tẹ̀fẹ̀ kọ́ o. Ẹnu kọ́ iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ pọ̀ gan. Ó dára sínú ayé Sunday o. Wọ́n bẹ̀ mí níbi wọ́n bẹ̀ yá kí wọ́n ti sáré ọwọ́ kan. Ojú ẹ̀kọ́ lè máa rọ̀ bá fi jẹ́ sí kan. Ó kí ẹ sí lẹ́rù gbà ìṣẹ̀bọ̀. Alágbèsà ti transformer bá ṣe pé ọ̀fẹ́ ọ̀nà nìyẹn. Yẹ́yẹ́ wa fẹ́ sọ ẹ̀sùn rẹ̀ o. Yẹ́yẹ́ wa fẹ́ sọ Sunday sọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́run ọba mi. Ó ṣe é so sáyé ẹ̀ kò fi sáwọn aláìní. Ó ṣe kó nílé ṣe má lè lò ọlọ́run jẹ́ ojú máa pọ̀ sí i. Tí wọ́n aláṣẹ sábà ti pọ̀ nínú ayé ara máa tẹ̀lé o. Àdúrà tèmi náà lè yó pé láyé o. Ìlà yìí ti gbà náà o. Lára Sunday o. Wọ́n bẹ̀ rí níbi wọ́n bẹ̀ lábọ́ ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀la kan. Ó jẹ́ kó lè máa rọ̀ lọ́yẹ̀ ìjà sí kan. Ó kéré lẹ́rù gbà àti sábà. Alágbèsà ni transformer bá ṣe pé ọ̀fẹ́ ọ̀nà nìyẹn. Jẹ́ kí ẹgbẹ́ yẹn Sunday o. Jẹ́ kí ẹgbẹ́ yẹn Sunday o. Àti sábà máa gbé yẹn mọ́. Bàbá Bísọ́lá bàbá Àdáni bàbá Michael Adéyẹmọ. Oníyàwó méjì rọ̀gbàrọ̀gbà ìkọ́ dúdú ìlú ọ̀pá. Bàbá méjì kúrò sí ìlú dúdú àyà láṣìírí o. Ìyá Michael tó pọ́tọ̀ wọ́n tẹ̀sẹ̀ tí ọ̀sẹ̀ lè àwẹ̀. Ilé aláṣepọ̀ ló ti bí ẹ̀ ọ́ máa dẹ́kun sí ọ̀nà síra àdìsá o. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé ó ní bàbá tó kọ̀ọ̀kan jẹ́ kí ìjà wọn sí. Láìsí lọ́mọ yá jẹ bàbá ẹ̀ ní ṣe mo wí. Bàbá wa yọpáyọpá lára àwọn bàbá tó bí ẹ. Kò lábẹ́ ṣé owó ìdí ni àjà ní gbèlò Ìbàdàn o. Bàbí oníwàásí àgbáyé kò lọ jẹ bàbá ọpẹ́ fún wa. Bàbá ẹni. Wọ́n bẹ̀ mí níbi wọ́n bẹ̀ ìyanu àdìsá ní ọwọ́ kan. Ojú ẹ̀kọ́ lè máa rọ̀ máa bọ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ òkè ní ìlú ìgbà àdìsá kan. Aláàfin àgbààgbà mẹ́rin ni wọ́n tẹ́ níbẹ̀ ṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ju ẹrù lẹ̀ sígbó. Ojú orí wọn bẹ nígbò kò parun. Àgbègbà tó bá tẹ̀ láwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ nígbò tó kó gbogbo ọmọ wọn rọ̀ yọ̀gbẹ̀. Kábíyèsí ọba Agboojú làkọ́kọ́ tó tó bí aró ọba àròpọ̀tọ̀ níyù. Torí lórí Ajíbóyèdé torí lórí ọba Bẹ̀lá Ṣípa òfin kọjá ṣóun ló kọ́ mọ̀ yọ wá lórílẹ̀ nígboro. Ìgbòho ẹtí ṣoríire bọ̀ lọ́jọ́ gbọ́rọ̀. Ìgbòho ní kó sọ fún òfin kọjá. Ìgbòho mọ̀ rẹ̀ nílé Ọ̀yọ́ ìjọ́sí nílé ikú bàbá yèyé lọ́ba mọ́bàdé wà. Kọ̀sọ́ba tí ó jẹ lọ́yọ̀ọ́ tí ò ní wá forí balẹ̀ fáwọn bàbá rẹ̀ tó jẹ́ tó. Ìdí nìyí tó fi ń kì í lọ́yọ̀ọ́ gbòho. Wọ́n bá rí ìyó.
Wọ́n bá ìwé níbi wọ́n bá ìyàwó ìsàlẹ̀ ọwọ́ kọ́lá. Ojú ẹ̀kọ́ ilé ìmọ̀ràn tó bá fi tẹ̀ sí gan. Mo kí ẹ sí ilé òun gbà àti sàgbà. Aládìsá ní transformer wọ́n ṣe tẹ̀lé. Ọ̀gá ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń lọ.
Àwùyẹ́ o.
Again. No going back. Ìgbòho òòṣà iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tẹ̀síwájú. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣé o, àwọn ọmọ inú kí n yò. Àwọn ọmọ inú kí n yò. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, àwọn àdélé lérí o lórúkọ Jésù. Yorùbá nation.
And a very good evening and welcome to the late night broadcast. Good evening from wherever you're watching. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé àti ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ní outside the country. This is Koiki Media Live. It is just 22 minutes past almost 9 p.m. That is local time in London, England, precisely where I am communicating with you. I say good evening to each and every one of you that have joined me. Mo kí ọmọdé, mo kí àgbàlagbà, mo kí arúgbó, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ní Instagram. I say good evening. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí Facebook, 3 Facebook account. I say good evening. And those of you on the YouTube, I say welcome to the program. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí MixLR, mo kí dáadáa pé ẹ kú rọ́jú. Comrade Plan B just said, I use all my day today to look for cash. Naija is a dream killer. Now to pieces and remain. Ọlọ́run bàbá ń dúró tì yín. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti wọlé tí ẹ ń comment lórí MixLR. I know you're there. Mo mọ̀ pé Alao Baba àti Akin Games will join us. And good evening to our beautiful followership. We have a good number of followership, but for whatever reason, the algorithm does not send you a notification. It's not my fault. Emma Binu, Yawa Olajire Koka, Wasiu Taiwo, Yemi Fatoki, Abiodun Banjoko, Alhaji Bashiru Mukewambe. Emma comment nígbà tó bá wà hit up. Demix Auto, Quadri Auto Builders, Moki Ọlámilékan ní Yewa ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹ wà níbẹ̀. Ìyàwó William Sarah Moki mọ́mì mi náà dáadáa. Ìyàwó Sarah Oyèlọ́wọ̀ mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀ mo fi kí yín. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àfáà wa láti Yàndá. Ọlọ́run bá Elédùmarè á jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa tá à ń fẹ́ á tó wa lọ́wọ́ láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà lágbára ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń béèrè pé níjọ́ wo Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí ò bá ti rẹ àwa láti máa fi educate yín. Mo kí yín ìyàwó Sekinat Ọmọwùnmí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi dárúkọ yín. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí Ismail Keyus mo kí yín ní Kwara State, Kogi State, Ekiti State, Osun State, Ọ̀yọ́ State, Ondo State, Ogun State and Lagos State. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tony Ages mo kí yín ní Belgium, mo kí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí yín dé Cyprus, mo kí yín mo fi tẹlẹ́dùmarè mo kí yín ní Brazil, Cuba, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, mo kí gbogbo ibi tó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà tọmọ Yorùbá ń bẹ níbẹ̀, mo kí mo fi dárúkọ ẹni torí pé inú ibi tó wà kò ń ṣe ibi tó tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn. Ọlọ́run àbá yọ yín láìpẹ́ yìí. There are so many Yorùbá people tó wà ní prison. Èèyàn kan wò mí láti inú prison mo dẹ̀ fi dárúkọ onítọ̀hún torí pé èmi nìkan ni mo mọ ibi tí ẹni yẹn wà. Mo ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ọlọ́run bá wa bá ń tún yín lẹ̀ láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. Injustice tó ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà ó pọ̀. Ẹni bá kàn ló mọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà. Tó o bá ti pọ̀n ẹ́ o lè máa rò pé kò sí kankan. Mo ń bọ̀ wá kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà lórí Koiki Odùduwà mo nígbàgbé yín láíláí. Mo kí ẹ dáadáa. Ojoojúmọ́ ló ń wò mí láti inú prison. Injustice ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn kan wà tẹ́ pọ́ wọ́n máa fi sí prison yẹn máa wà níbẹ̀ 10 years. Ó wà lamẹ́ríkà náà. Arákùnrin inú prison kan ló wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọlọ́ba tú sílẹ̀. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣọlá Múdàṣírù mo kí ní Morocco. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà ní Tunisia Ọlọ́run bá ń tún yín lẹ̀ o torí nǹkan ń bẹ láyé. Mo kí ní Benghazi ẹ̀yin ti Libya. Mo kí Mr. Kọ́lá ẹgbẹ́ kìíní nìyẹn ohun yẹn nìyẹn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa ohun yẹn nìyẹn thank you so much. Mo náà mi ní last man standing yín ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ bó bá ti ń rẹ everybody ìgbà yẹn níṣẹ́ máa dìde. Mo kí ìyàwó mi ìyá wa dáadáa Bísí Mákànjúọlá. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí Big Sam Favour mo kí bàbá wa tí ó ń ṣe búrẹ́dì nílùú kan nínú ṣáìdì bíi Láàró ó náwó rẹpẹtẹ ní gbogbo táì rálì lọ́ba àdótì. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí ìyá wa àbí bàbá wa dẹni Fọlájù Samuel ẹni tí ìbá wa dárúkọ ẹ má fi ṣèbínú. Mo kí gbogbo ibi tó ń pè ní mo kí Prophetic Rufus mo kí Ezekiel Ṣọlá Adékànyà Alárápé mo kí dáadáa Adéwálé Abdulwasiu ẹ má bèrè kákó ìjọba ló ṣe rí gbogbo wọn báyìí. Mo ní a lot of screen níwájú mi. Jimoh Adé Ayọ̀mí Dáre Táíwò mo kí yín dáadáa. Ibrahim Akanji mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ wà ní the northern part. I greet Hausa people, I greet the Igbo people, I greet all the 370 ethnic groups that are presently known as Nigeria. Mo kí bàbá wa ọmọ Ọlábísí, mo kí Wàlátà cousin mi, mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ, mo ti rí lógo wọn but mo ti send signal sí wọn. Mo kí Evangelist Solomon Ali, mo kí gbogbo àwọn àlùfáà. Mo wá bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Akeem Adio Saki, Adéjùwọ̀n Adébáyọ̀ mo kí yín. Èèyàn kan náà lóhun mẹ́ni ẹ̀ bá má dárúkọ ẹ̀ bá má tẹ̀sán orúkọ prison yẹn kò necessary ẹ̀ ní láti expose too much ẹ̀ bá ń delete ẹ̀ kò necessary ẹ̀ má ká expose too much ẹ̀ já delete ẹ̀. So many Yoruba people wọ́n wà ní prison àwọn kan wà nínú Nàìjíríà àwọn kan ṣe prison tí wọ́n níta. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí ìyá wa Ọmọlára Mùtírì lógún wọn bá wọlé. Mo kí ìyá mi Eunice Ládípọ̀ Adéọlá Múráínà mo kí mo kẹ́yìn beautiful sisters wa Síkírù Àlàní mo kí ìyá wa my big aunty Liz Azu. Hey, I never see this your food chop again no. I'm an uncle. Hmm? Ó ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan, Godwin Azum. Hey, yeah. Very hardworking, you know. Staunch supporter of PDP, but we are still friends, you know. And I see him, he's doing very well in Peterborough, you know, connecting the community there to make sure they can prosper. Very, very hardworking man. I just saw that the wife is watching me as well. You know, the wife, they cook all these. Ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti lọ sílé wọn. I've been so busy. You know, this Yoruba nation ti gba time lọ́wọ́ mi gan. Help me send my greeting to my uncle. I hope say they look after my uncle, Auntie Lizzie. You know, these are all my good auntie. Joseph Olorunda mo tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti pè é lórúkọ alẹ́. Some people think because we sit on this screen, we can do and undo. No. There's etiquette in everything you do in life. You know, Moki Iyala Adedoyin, àǹtí mi àtijọ́ gbàsí fúnra wa lánàá, Olúṣọlá David. Ọmọ Pàlájì náà wà nínú program yìí, Alhaji Bashiru, tí ì sọ pé ẹ lọ sí mi, dẹ̀ ti sanwó fún mi nígbà yín láìpẹ́ yìí. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin GR1. Pé òtún ni Koiki fẹ́ mú wa lálẹ́ yìí. Mo kẹ́rin tẹ́ wà lórí Instagram. Quite a lot of people are settling in. We're here to educate all the time. City boy, I hope say you no be city boy like Tinubu. I don't hate Tinubu. People think I hate him. I don't hate him. Yes, that's that. Tèmi lè dáyàn tí máa hate ẹ̀ ni. Mo kí ìyàwó baby. Ṣé ọkàn ló máa ń pè ní baby? Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò náà. Àbúrò yìí ni mo jẹ́. Mo lè nírùngbọ̀n tó dín funfun báyìí. Ọlọ́run ọmọdé ni mí. Mo ṣe wọ 20 years old ni. I was just looking at, let me show you this. Life. We're not here forever. Ẹ mọ̀ pé Yorùbá nation, ìmọ̀ dẹ̀mọ́ reason tí mo sì mọ̀ sọ story yẹn fún mi. Ó ti ń trend láti Saturday ní Wales. Wales is a country of its own. Jàǹbá kan ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Wales. Mo pé mo jáde fún yín ká tó wọnú ètò lọ. All hail Biafra, Ambazonia, and the rest of those that are fighting for freedom. And the Scottish people, maybe we should play the Scottish video first, so that people know say not be only on the fight for Yoruba nation. Scotland has everything. Alaba Richard, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi dáadáa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi máa gbéra láti Èkó á bá wọn lọ sí rally lẹ́kìtì. Owó ẹ̀ ló ná mo sẹ́ndọ̀ láti ọ̀la fi ṣe Yorùbá nation mo rò wọ́n béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ mi rí. Mo kọ̀ mọ̀ pé mo fún wọn ní flag àti 1 or 2 things. Ọlábàndótì. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin elite wa ẹ̀kan fi nípa ṣáyó ẹ bá ti Koiki ti wà live á ṣe tí ẹ máa mu drink serious lórí ẹ̀ it's okay. Gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast ń lọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ẹni kàn ló mọ̀ ẹ̀dá sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ it's very very important. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí àwọn bàbá wa tó ń darí ètò wa. People are asking, what is the way forward? The way forward is to continue to educate you. Yorùbá ló ga mo kí ẹ̀yẹ ká wá fi kíkì yẹn sílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbẹ́rẹ̀ iná. Ilẹ̀ ti ṣú 9:30. Àwọn ọmọ ti lọ sí bed. So my voice will be controlled. I've reduced the volume so you will not hear the sound. Let's start with this.
Impediment to Yoruba development is the impediment to Yoruba development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1960, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time. What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they are always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The process of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Other countries were refused at first, but we have to remember, and this is a really important point, that self-determination is an inalienable international right and a law as well. And other countries will recognise Scotland's democratic choice expressed at the ballot box they will recognise that, because that is the route that many other countries have taken in order to become independent. And just to make that point, that international law is very pragmatic on that point, so we should have confidence in that. Other countries were
a very good evening. We're going to go to Wales. It's part of United Kingdom. I want to bring my camera in. Like I always say, I'm using an OBS software in case whatever, you can use it, it's free. But it's free. Now let's come to the conversation. Let's start with this. You made a little story in the news. Story. Self-determination is our birthright. It is time Yoruba sovereign people accept that right ASAP. Adekoya Kunle Moki, Abraham Oyebanji, Muhyiddin Adekunle, okay, Mr. Kami Adewale Nawantiri. I just come across it today. These are three beautiful, loving, but I can tell you that Elédùmarè ti pè wọ́n padà. Àwọn tẹ̀ ń wò yìí. Emily Eve òun ló wà ní on the left hand side, 21 years old. Arákùnrin ẹ rí pé mixed race ni, definitely dúdú kan àti aláwọ̀ funfun kan ló bára wọn sùn ló fi di mixed race ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Raphael Jani, 24. The last one, Desi Rose, 21, have all died over the weekend. Initially Tuesday. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Màá ṣàlàyé fún yín. Cardiff car crash tribute to 3 found dead after a night out. Kódà ó take ọlọ́pàá UK a whole day kó tó mọ ibi tí accident yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Méjì survive, mẹ́ta ti kú. Ọlọ́run bá kó fọ̀run kẹ́wọn. Kò ń ṣe pé kò wọ̀ kí n kú nílùú yìí náà. Kò ṣe pé ṣẹlẹ̀ kì í ṣẹlẹ̀. Tribute have been paid to 3 people who were found dead. Ìlú tó ní gbogbo nǹkan kọ́ wa ní wọ́n rí àwọn nǹkan after one day. Ẹ̀yìn májì bó ṣe máa dùn. Ọlọ́pàá sì máa jẹ gbèsè. According to this story, tí kò ń ṣe story of real life ni o, ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lẹ̀ ni o. But let's read a little bit further. Tributes have been paid to 3 people who were found dead in a crash car days after they went missing. Wọ́n jáde lọ, mọ́tò tí wọ́n ti l'accident, àwọn aráalé wọn ti sọ fọ́lọ́pàá pé they are missing, but there's a negligence somewhere by the Wales police. Mo ti ṣàlàyé Wales police fún yín. Ẹ bá rò pé Tinubu máa fún yín ní Lagos police ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa. Wales police yàtọ̀ sí ti England. Mo ti ṣàlàyé fún yín rí àti fi ṣe program. Ẹ bá jẹ́ pé ń follow mi dáadáa. Èdè wọn lélẹ́yìí. Ó ṣe fi wọnú site yẹn lọ báyìí. Ó ń bi mí pé ṣé English ni mo fẹ́ àbí Welsh, so that kọ́ lè mọ èyí tó máa fi bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. À ń padà bọ̀ níbẹ̀. Ọlọ́pàá tó respond sí crime yìí òun ló ń pè ní ọlọ́pàá ti Wales. Màá ṣàlàyé fún yín bí lè ṣe ń work. Torí crime tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lagos State, ọlọ́pàá Lagos ló yẹ kó máa dí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, they are coming from the club. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà, I saw the story of the 2 sisters died. Her older sister died in 2015. Ṣé the same story in his older sister kú ní 2015? Wow. Sori, if Tinubu is going to give you this as an example, fẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń sọ pé Tinubu máa dé bẹ́ẹ̀, this is what you expect from Tinubu. Ó guarantee pé Lagos State, Ogun State àti gbogbo 36 state olúkálùkù wọn máa ní ọlọ́pàá tí wọn tó máa operate láti protect yín, because a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí area ìlénìí. This is the UK government. Groundbreaking news. New laws to stop àwọn tó ń gbé bóòtù wọlé illegal immigrants. ṣé illegal immigrant wà ní Lagos State? Yes. How do we deal with it? Ẹ lè dé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà ní Nàìjíríà, ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa. Àwọn ará Èkó lè máa bínú pé wọ́n fẹ́ gba Èkó. Tẹ́ bá ṣì wà nínú Nàìjíríà, kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ lè ṣe ju pé àfi ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Òun la máa lè control immigration. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Home Secretary wa Bregman announced plans to stop migrants arriving illegally from staying in UK. Bó bá ti dé sí UK, wá dé padà. Good evening, Eunice Uche. Welcome to the program. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. The Prime Minister was live today. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. But let's come back again to this accident. Eve Smith, she's 21 years old. Daisy Rose, 21 years old. Ọkùnrin náà ń pè ní Raphael Jani, 24, were found in a car which had come off a major road in Cardiff. Kò ń ṣe pé títì yẹn ò dáa. Kò ń ṣe pé títì yẹn ó ní gbágbúgbàgbú bíi ti Ondo State. A tún máa padà sí Ondo State lálẹ́ náà tí rí Yami Gbémilékè àti ìyàwó Comfort Ológunjà bí wọ́n ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ bí night ló ń ṣe àwọn méjèèjì. Kò ń ṣe pé Ondo State tí kò ní títì làwọn ọmọ ìfi l'accident, but àìtí mọ ìdí tó fa accident yẹn mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ máa sọ tí mo mọ̀ torí pé kéèsì yìí ó ti di kéèsì báyìí, so I have to be very careful lórí nǹkan tí bá fẹ́ sọ ní bíbá. But I'm gonna go according to the article, ilé ìrìnsẹ̀ story article ló máa ń pè nǹkan báyìí tó jáde. Mo kí ìyàwó Sherifat Agbabiaka, mo kí mọ́mí, salamu alaikum. Sophie Rosen, 20, àti Shine Love Feeling, 32, have been taken to the hospital where they remain in critical condition. Kọ́lọ́run bá kó bá wa jẹ́ kí ó stable láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn náà ní accident ní Nàìjíríà tó survive. The last one tá a rántí ní ojú ẹlẹ́gba tí kọ̀ǹténà dáwọ́ àwọn èèyàn. Woman kan survive ẹ̀ o. Kò ń ṣe nǹkan kan tó ń pè lájẹ̀wò àbóṣó. Negligence of your Lagos State government láti make sure pé kọ̀ǹténà tó fẹ́ kúrò láti ibi tó fẹ́ kúrò wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ tighten ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ títí dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ dá. All 5 has been travelling on the A48. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo títì tó ń pè ní A48. Ká wá wò pé ṣé títì yẹn ò dá ni? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo A48 òun lélẹ̀. So in case tó bá mọ̀ A48 yẹn ibi táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ti ń drive lọ tó fi di pé wàhálà ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀. But ẹ jẹ́ ká wo fídíò bẹ̀ ká wo bó ṣe rí ká compare sí lára àwọn road network tiwa. No, ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tó ń gbọ́ àmú bọ̀. So I'm gonna A48 UK road. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo títì yẹn bó ṣe tẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ wo images. So this is what it looks like. In case tó bá mọ̀, it's one of the busiest road as well, just like any other busy road. Kò wá rí pé títì ó tẹ́. Bó kí ló lè wá accident? It could be anything. I don't want to go into presumption. But ẹ jẹ́ ká ka story yẹn tán, àwa lọ wo títì yẹn. Bí a ká wo títì yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, kó lè máa link ẹ̀ mọ́ brain ẹ̀. Torí pé brain ẹ̀ tẹ́ wà nílé ojú gbogbo yín. Sometimes tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, á dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé ẹnu Koiki ń dùn jù. A48 yẹn lélẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo àwọn tó ti ṣe fídíò lé lórí ní tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo bó ṣe rí. So lè compare títì pẹ̀lú abúlé yín. A48 lélẹ̀. M4 plus A48. So ẹni tó ń drive yìí ó fẹ́ lọ bí ó ń connect láti M4 ní bọ̀wọ́ títì bó ṣe rí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wò. I don't know the copyright to this video. A máa wá pariwo a ní bitument l'Ondo State òun ló pọ̀ jù lágbàáyé òun ló ṣe kíní kan kí ni ìwúlò bitument tàní àní. This is A48. It became the M4 after the rest of the motorway reached the city in 1970. Àbí kí ló kọ síbẹ̀? Ìkọ̀ right up kan lọ nísàlẹ̀. Mo ń bọ̀ má bínú. Mo fẹ́ kó kọ̀ wo ẹ̀yẹ ká padà sẹ́yìn. Ìkọ̀ right up kan lọ nísàlẹ̀ mo fẹ́ máa sáré kà. So A48 títì tí ó l'accident táwọn mẹ́ta fi kú ó yẹ kó wá máa bèrè pé kí ló lè fà. Ṣọ́ra àwọn mountain yẹn We are approaching Port Talbot on the M4 motorway. Ahead is one of the quickest sections of this road. The elevated section through the Port Talbot started alive as A48. It later became M4 after the rest of the road in 1970. Láti 1970, wo bó ṣe rí nísìn. Ìwọ ní a ní bitumen l'Ondo State. Ààrí títì láti fi ṣe logistics. Ẹ lè move láti ibìkan sí ibìkan. Ó dẹ̀ ń pariwo one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. It remains widened, substandard motorway with an up ramp at J40 being the most dangerous. Àwọn náà ní àwọn ibi tó wà dangerous. But look at the road. Wà á dúró mọ́tò tó ṣorí bọ́ mọ́tò yẹn tó ṣe jáde. Ìyẹn náà kúrò lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Ó ní speed tó gbọ́dọ̀ drive. Ó ní camera. Before 1993, ẹ jẹ́ kí n pause ẹni pé máa kàn tán kan síbẹ̀. Excuse me. Before 1993, traffic had to get off at the M4 at J41 and use the A48 bridge over the River Nate. The M4 bridge was the last stretch of this motorway. Cousin mi Walata ó like a long distance driving. Ayayayayayaya. Ó lè drive kú. Ó like driving. Now, ahead there is a new Britain Ferry Bridge. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó kọ sí bíbá. Ó ní ahead. Ibì kan wà tó ń pè ní Britain Ferry Bridge. It is much longer and taller. Èèyàn kan ní wàásù ní Abẹ́òkúta is better than that road Koiki. Àfi wàásù mi náà lọ́nà Kútó àbí. Well, it could be anything, but I don't want to speculate here because case yẹn tí yẹn bá sọ̀rọ̀ sọ ní bíbá ọlọ́run máa mú yàn. So, èmi kàn máa kan tí wọ́n kọ ní lórí átíkù yẹn, but it could be anything. But àwọn youth ni wọ́n, ọmọdé ni wọ́n. So anything could have happened in that vehicle. One, it is much longer and taller than the originally 1955. Ìwọ náà wo títì bó ṣe rí, wo títì bó ṣe kẹ́. Ó yẹ kó a máa bèrè pé Koiki kí ló wá lè fa accident tí a lose àwọn èèyàn tó beautiful by ní United Kingdom. Wàá compare lọ sí Nàìjíríà níbi tíyàn kan sọ pé Koiki wá sinmi lábẹ́òkúta dájú títì lọ lọ́nà Ìlárò, lọ́nà Pápá, lọ́nà Ojú Ẹlẹ́gbà, lọ́nà Kogi, lọ́nà Oǹdó, Èkìtì, Ọ̀ṣun, Ọ̀fà. And the question you should ask yourself is, are we sure we want to remain in a country like Nigeria? Mo kí bàbá wa Jimoh Moses, mo kí ìyá wa Elizabeth Adesanya, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Mo kí ìyá wa Ìbíjọkẹ́ Owólabí, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Karùn-ún mo rí yín bẹ́ẹ̀, Pópóọlá Ben Paul mo rí yín. Once again, I am looking at these White Lion. Now you know we must re-strategize our ways of asking for Yoruba nation accumulation. You know, no matter how we cannot compare in the military uniform in charge of the nation, a nation thinking of good result. No, but Omo Olododo was the very first true democratic politician since the beginning of Nigeria, but praying it should not be like 73, 93, now 2023. Only the wise who got this message. Okay. My question tonight is, as we are asking for Yoruba nation, I am now taking these sad events that occur in Wales, compare that again with Ondo State tonight. Should we do that? What is the population of Eka Pastori and Tondele article? So 5 of them were traveling on this motorway that I was showing you, known as the A48, as you can see there. All the 5 have been on a night out in Newport. Mo fẹ́ kó wo Newport yẹn kó fi wo ìkan náà abúlé yín ní Ondo State. Mélòó ni wọ́n ní Newport? City of Newport. Ó dàbí ìgbà tí ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wò. Newport is a city and a county borough in Wales, situated on the river, close to its coruscant with the Severn Estuary, 12 miles northeast of Cardiff, with a population, 145,700 as at the census in 2011. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbé ní Newport yìí wọ́n tó 200,000 níbẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ yìí ń lọ ti ń bọ̀ rádà wọ́n ń bọ̀ láti Newport bí wọ́n padà lọ sí area àtọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn lórí títì tó dáì lórí títì tó beautiful tí a ti fi wọ̀nyí lẹ́ẹ̀kan Newport yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká wo bó ṣe rí in terms of images nǹkan bẹ kábíyèsí lédùmarè torí view yẹn bó ṣe rí this is a city gbogbo population wọn is 200,000 below. Ó mọ̀dí tí wọ́n fi lè mọ gbogbo èèyàn nítorí pé wọ́n ní sensor wọ́n mọ ẹni tó ń bímọ wọ́n mọ ẹni tó ń kú wọ́n mọ ẹni tó yẹ kó lọ sí school wọ́n mọ ẹni tó yẹ kó lọ sí university wọ́n mọ irú benefit tó yẹ kó fún àwọn tó ń gbé ní area yẹn já lọ wò bí a rí fídíò top 10 places wọ́n ti ṣe síbẹ̀ in tó yẹ káwa náà máa rò ní pé ìjà lè project 10 places ní Ondo State mo kí yín mo ti kí dáadáa tẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ tó wọlé mọ́mì Ọmọlára Ìyábọ̀ Àjàlá ẹ káàbọ̀ mọ́ Adam Ọlámilékan thank you so much once again Newport comparison mo ń lo the whole of Wales ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo kí ni population gbogbo Wales and how do we stop the migration of people into Yoruba land. Not that people will not travel to Yoruba land, but how do we control it if we still remain in Nigeria is a question. Let's look at the population of Wales as of 2022. According to information that I have here, the percentage of people able to speak Welsh decreased from 20.8% in 2001 to 19% in 2011. Láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà, tá bá remain in Nigeria, Yoruba will go into extinction, our language. If nítorí báwo kì í ṣe gbogbo àwọn nǹkan báyìí ká mọ èèyàn mélòó ni kò sọ Yorùbá mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ó ń decline ó lè máa jẹ́ 0.1 but tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí calculate pé within the next 50 years are we sure that we can survive the language tá à ń pè ní Yorùbá because most àwọn ọmọ ní school nísìnyí gan wọ́n kọ́ wọn ní Yorùbá yẹn bó ti jẹ́ kọ́ wọn dáadáa. These are reasons why we need to get out of Nigeria before it is too late. Mo kí láti díroko. The more mo kí Baba Williams, the more we stay in Nigeria, lótìtọ́ Yorùbá ni wá nínú Nigeria, but èdè tá à ń sọ yẹn ó ń decline just as àwọn ará Wales èdè yẹn náà decline by almost 19%. Mo ti dé Swansea rí very beautiful. Mo kí Baba Kọ́lá any thanks for the lecture it go better that is worry our people it go better. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́tí wọlé lórí Instagram mo kí Abiba Badelaja ẹ káàbọ̀ mà mo kí Ọlá Green ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò and we have about 22 more people Afọlábí Ọláìtàn and the rest of you Rájí Balógun Ọmọọlá mo kí dáadáa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo tó padà sọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀yìn tẹ́wà lórí Mixlr mo ní ẹ káàbọ̀ mo ti pè yín náà mo mọ̀ pé má ti wọlé ẹ kí mi dáadáa Akin Games mo kí yín Mr. Daniel lórí Mixlr we have 9 listeners on our Mixlr tonight. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Wales. Wales is part of United Kingdom. Ǹjẹ́ country tá à ń pè ní Wales yìí tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ burúkú ọmọ mẹ́ta kú bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà lénìí nítorí pé a ní data yẹn àìdè tí gbọ́ news yẹn probability wà pé èèyàn kan méjì arúgbó ọmọdé ó lówó kò lówó ó ṣeéṣe káwọn náà ti kú nínú Ondo State but nítorí pé news yìí ò ní gbèrú news yẹn jáde torí kò wà relevant but mo fẹ́ ká wo population àwọn ará Wales according to what we have ẹ jẹ́ ká kà á délẹ̀ sí i. Nearly 1 in 5, 18%, 560,000 of residents were age 65 or over. Wales population in 2022, is estimated to be 3.19 million. This is a country, okay? It's a country of its own. Ìyá mi ti gbórí wọlé, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò, welcome on board. Mo kí Chief Imam ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, mo kí bàbá Gẹ́gẹ́ Ojúọlá, mo kí bàbá wa Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí bàbá wa CSR, mo kí gbogbo bàbá wa láti Lógún Ọ̀fẹ́, mo kí bàbá wa Ayọ̀ Adébánjọ, mo kí gbogbo àwọn elders of Yoruba Council, whether in UK or anywhere, tíbikíbi tó lúkálukú wà. Ǹjẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin elders yìí, ǹjẹ́ àwọn wo ọjọ́ ọ̀la ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pé language wa ó máa decline the more tá a bá wà ní Nigeria, because Nigeria is not compulsory, ṣé mo pronounce it dáadáa, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà, kò compulsory èdè Yorùbá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá fún wa. And I'll give you an example. Ṣé tó bá wọ báǹkì lénìí ní GT nínú Ondo State, Ondo la fi ń ṣe, because ìyá wa méjì kan máa sanwó ẹ̀kún mi ní ẹ̀rọ pé wọ́n mú wa ológun ojú àwọn ti fi kankan síbẹ̀, ìyá mi gbé mi lékè náà tí sì 40 cent tí wọ́n jọ àwọn ní àwọn ará Ondo State. Ǹjẹ́ bonsoir Kọ̀mátàpẹ̀tù Mr. Sanusi, mo kí ẹ̀yin tó wà ní Ivory Coast. Àwọn èèyàn máa rò pé àkẹ́rán táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ ní Sierra Leone, mo kí ní Benin Republic, mo kí ní Ghana, mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí ní Kenya, mo kí ní South Africa. The more we remain in Nigeria, ní lè máa sọ èdè yẹn as an official language, because today Nigeria official language is English. So if we remain in Nigeria, just báwọn ará Wales náà ṣe ń lose language wọn, àwa náà máa lose language wa, because tó bá lọ sí bank láàárọ̀ yìí, or tó ti lọ sí bank, because bank is an institution tó ń bá yín tọ́jú owó, tẹ́ fi ń ṣe transaction, but ìyàtọ̀ kan ni pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi, àbúrò mi tó wà ní Yewa nísìn kò lè lọ sí GT láàárọ̀ la kó ní ẹjọ́ yá mi ní 10,000 níbẹ̀, mo kàn fi sáré lò ní. Kò lè lọ sí local government ní anywhere ní Ondo State, torí Ondo ni mo fi ṣe conversation mi púpọ̀ jù. Ǹjẹ́ lè lọ sí ní local government l'Ondo State láàárọ̀ la kó lọ complain pé inú rọmú ẹ mọ́jú kò róúnjẹ jẹ? Ǹjẹ́ benefit kan wà fọ́mọ yìí pé a bí sílẹ̀ Yorùbá nínú Ondo State? These are the questions that ẹ̀yin tí ẹ sọ pé Tinubu ṣó máa lè ṣe gbogbo kinní fún yín? Àbóhùn náà kọ́ máa gbìyànjú díẹ̀ after 8 years, a náà wò gbìyànjú ẹja tó dá padà sọ́dọ̀ àwọn málà. How do we get out of Nigeria is the question, but àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó yé wa pé Wales gbogbo population wọn estimated láti 2021, which is 3.17 million, wọ́n á di another 2 million lé lórí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá wo kí ni population Ondo State. Ondo State population. What is the population in Ondo State according to the statistics that we have? Once again, you're watching a live transmission. This is Koiki Media. According to what we have here, it might be wrong, it might be right, but at least it gives us an idea. Èèyàn mélòó lórí population Ondo kémi tó pè jáde, mo fi mọ̀ bí àwọn èèyàn fi ẹ̀mí tẹ̀lé mi lọ abẹ́kan jẹ gbúgbúrú àtẹ̀pà lórí program yìí. Mo kí Azeez Fatai, Mr. Michael Adegorebe, Ọlá Adébíyì Gorebe, okay. Raji Balogun, welcome on board. Mélòó ni population ní Ondo State nínú graph tó wà níwájú mi? Ẹ má bínú ìta lórí Instagram, I'm not sure whether you can see that because I normally move it too far away. Tó bá jẹ́ pé fẹ́ kí n máa move the screen yẹn closer, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ ìta lórí Instagram. I can always move it closer. Maybe I'm far away. You can move it díẹ̀ síwájú fún yín. Show better by ìta lórí Instagram. Yeah, ó dà kó ti wọ́n ó ti jìnnà jù tẹ́lẹ̀. Ó dà kó ti better, but mo fẹ́ make sure pé ìrìn mi náà. Kò fẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ máa rí ẹni tó ń ṣe program. Yeah, ó dà kó wọ̀ kí bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí ìyá wa Fọláṣadé Òjó ẹ káàbọ̀ mọ́ mi. So anyway, we have 3.4 million Ondo State. Ìbéèrè tó yẹ kí wọ́n wá máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara ẹni pé, is it not possible in 2023 that Ondo should be a country of its own? Àtẹ̀tún yọ kúrò lára ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. pé okay Ondo a fẹ́ kí wọ́n tẹ̀ lọ the country kúrò lára ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Is it possible? Good evening, Gina Doro. Welcome on board. This is what we are saying to those of you back home. There's no need to cry and deceive ourselves to remain in this union known as Nigeria because kò fún wa ní opportunity láti develop to the pace that we want. That is why your governor, and I keep saying, so he went to Germany, Champaro money at Akeredolu Health Germany. Because when I say that, some people might say, Biamo Paromo. So let's take a Google search. Okay, in 2022, April last year, Governor of Ondo State, a country of his own that is almost the same population as Wales, decided to travel to Germany for medical treatment. How on earth ni ẹ feel pé ta ló ń control Wales? Wales Prime Minister? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wò. First Minister Drakeford has responded to COVID. Okay, so n tó jẹ́ First Minister àwọn lélẹ̀, okay? Àwọn ló Prime. First Minister làwọn lò. So this man is 68 years old. AJ Akeredolu. How old is Akeredolu? And he's a lawyer. How old is he? Akeredolu is 66 years old. This man is 68. So Akeredolu is just 2 years younger than this man. Do you think that this man would travel out of Wales to Germany for medical treatment? Mo béèrè ni ẹ bí mouse mi ṣe move lórí ẹ. Ṣé feel pé arákùnrin Mark Drakeford will leave Wales, a country of 3.19 million, to go to Germany for a medical treatment? You would expect that Akeredolu, his younger brother to this man, should not travel out of Nigeria and fix the healthcare sector in Ondo State rather than running to Germany where he was hospitalized in 2022. Ta ló ń parọ́ láàrin èmi àti gọ́vnà yín Akeredolu? Kọ́lọ̀ fún lálàáfíà, ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ta lẹni tó ń parọ́ láàrin àwa méjèèjì? Ṣé Koiki Media ló ń parọ́ àbí gómìnà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ń represent Yorùbá London Nàìjíríà? Ṣé tó bá jẹ́ pé a wà ní country tiwa, Akeredolu bá náà fẹ́ contest for argument's sake? Ẹ̀wọ̀n báwa máa ń sọ nǹkan kan for argument's sake. At his age, ṣé ànírẹ́ni tó fẹ́ contest? In tó bá lè mú máa yìí máa control Wales at 68 years old. And he has been there since 2018 under the Labour Party. Àṣà àti ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ Yorùbá mú kí yẹn káàbọ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Shamsuddin Ọládipúpọ̀ mú kí yín. If we remain in Nigeria, kò ń ṣe pé ẹ ní ever rí àǹfààní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ má bínú fún ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ yẹn, kò ń ṣe pé. Tá a bá remain in Nigeria, àǹfààní tí a máa ń sọ pé Elédùmarè fún wa ní Ondo State, but Ondo State ò lè fún yín ní this kind of beautiful road network pẹ̀lú gbogbo bitumen tí rọ́ta máa ń sọ pé ó ní. Kí láǹfààní bitumen ta ní tí kò lè create road network láti connect Ondo sí gbogbo other states? At least ká tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ fi Ondo ṣe priority. Àlàáfíà ni chief imam ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wà. And this is the reason why we say, why should we remain as Nigerians? What is the benefit? Gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ń wò iná àwọn náà ní mountain, wọ́n lápáta, wọ́n la gbogbo títì ni. Kò rí báyìí náà tẹ́lẹ̀, development ló dé bá. Wo àdúrà àwọn truck tó ń lọ. Máa wo gbogbo views left and right. Tó bá ń wo fídíò lórí Koiki Media, máa kọ̀ máa wo iwájú ẹnìkan, máa wo ẹ̀gbẹ́, máa wo òkè, máa wo ọ̀run tó ń wò yẹn. Ọ̀run tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni o. Kò sí yàtọ̀. Ìyàtọ̀ tó kọ̀ wà ní pé òtútù wà. Tòrádúró truck tó ń lọ lórí títì, ìbéèrè wa ni pé ṣé wàá fi pé Ọlọ́run mọ tó ṣe sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni àbí ènìyàn ló ń fà wá sẹ́yìn? And the topic tonight again is the same like the morning. Why is international community forcing us to live together as one country and the advantage of Yoruba nation? Let's move away again from this beautiful saying. Ẹ ká padà sórí story àwọn ọmọ tá à ń kà lọ yìí. Kọ́lọ́n kó bá a fún un kẹ́hún. 3 of the missing 5 have been found dead, according to the Southwest Police. Àwọn olóńpẹ̀ ní Southwest Police òun lélẹ̀ tí mo fi sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ó lè má yẹ jẹ́ ń break it down. Sórí gbogbo wọ́n gbé commissioner for police wá sí Lagos State, Ondo State, a fi ń ṣe conversation wa. Tó bá jẹ́ pé constitution burúkú yẹn tí Tinubu fẹ́ fi ṣèjọba lé lórí, tí wọ́n parọ́ fún yín pé Tinubu ti débẹ̀, ọmọ Yorùbá ni, ọmọ kan kì í ṣèdí bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká lọ gbélẹ̀kẹ̀ sídìí ẹlòmíì. I can bet myself tí Tinubu máa fi parí tenure tó bá gbé dání sọ́wọ́, you will not get a kind of police force like this. Ẹ gbọ́ mi yé dáadáa. Even Lagos State tí ẹ̀ ń pariwo lé lórí pé wọ́n fi gbà lọ́wọ́ wa tí mo ní kò possible, wọn ò ní lè fún Lagos State ní ọlọ́pàá tiẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ pé yàn ra mọ́tò fọlọ́pàá púpọ̀ kọ́ là ń sọ yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ọlọ́pàá ní their own representative. Ti Wales lélẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ti England Police. England Police òun lélẹ̀, jẹ́rí pé tó bá lọ sórí site yẹn straight away kò fún ẹ ní option pé ṣé mo fẹ́ gbọ́ èdè míì. Ó mọ̀dí nítorí pé English ni wọ́n sọ bí àwọn ọmọ Britiko. Torí pé lè ṣì ń bi mí pé ṣé mo fẹ́ ní èdè Welsh àbí mo fẹ́ lédè English. Níjọ́ tí Yorùbá nation bá dúró, èdè Yorùbá ní priority ọlọ́pàá látòrí wẹ́bsáìtì wọn títí débi pé tọ́lọ́pàá bá dẹ̀ dúró lójú títì, èdè ló máa bẹ́ẹ̀ fi communicate. Intan pè ní pé a fẹ́ protect nìyẹn. Intan sọ pé a fẹ́ keep nìyẹn. Àmọ́ bàbá yìí gbéra láti ìlú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó lọ síbi tí kò gbọ́ èdè wọn, àti tó bá jẹ́ pé Akérédolú gbọ́ Germany àbí gbọ́ German. Because mo mọ̀ pé àwọn tó lọ bá lọ́hùn-ún, àwọn fẹ́ gbọ́ owó ẹ̀ ni, so ó ti di dandan pé wọ́n máa fún ní ẹni tó gbọ́ English or ẹni tó máa ṣe translation. What's wrong with you? Ikùn ni o, mo mọ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹ wọ́n ti sàṣẹ ni o, ẹ bá ń gbé yẹ̀ wò, ẹ má jẹun cool. I'm sure these are the kind of things that they will be nursing because we don't know what is wrong with him. It could be anything. Àfihàn. But imagine pa Akérédolú lọ síbi tí èdè ló máa fi communicate àìsàn tó ń ṣe. Because tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní English doctor, English surgeon, English expert ní Germany, èdè lẹ́ni yẹn náà máa sọ fáwọn ará tó jọ máa bá gbé tools pé ẹ jẹ́ ká la bẹ́ẹ̀, ṣé ó kórópọ̀n ló ń ṣe ni, ṣé ó sick ni, kí ló ṣe? Because I don't think that Akérédolú going to Germany, he would only be speaking to nurse and doctors and cleaners in the whole hospital that speak English. But ọmọ Yorùbá ní no, àfẹ́ yẹn. What we want is to remain in Nigeria and we will die as Nigerians. It's okay. But there is an option on the table. And that option is far better than Nigeria. So let's close some of the browser because the last thing I want, at your understanding, ìyàtọ̀ láàrin Akérédolú àti Minister ti Wales. The Akérédolú is just 2 years older. So ẹ kí orí tòun pé ju bàbá yìí lọ. But Akérédolú orí tiẹ̀ ó ti gbálẹ̀. Kò understand pé ìran Yorùbá sàn ju. Bí a nísìn tí Tinubu débẹ̀, bí a gbogbo wọn expect pé Tinubu máa perform miracle kan tó máa yọ wá kúrò nínú ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Ẹnu ẹni gbogbo àjọ wà yìí. But for me, I don't believe Tinubu has a mission to rescue Yoruba people. Wọ́n lè máa parọ́ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀. But like I said, it is all part of the game. Let's close this to browser. Let's come back again. Now tá ti mọ ìyàtọ̀ tó ń pè ní ọlọ́pàá ti England. Ti England lélẹ́yìí. Ti Wales lélẹ́yìí. Now, tá bá sọ pé a fẹ́ gbọ́ èdè, èmi ò gbọ́ èdè Welsh. So I'm going to stick to the English version. This is the full organization, or no, not institution, because I like organization, institution. Only make a complaint. Pé complain o, mo fẹ́ complain. Wọ́n máa bí ẹ pé kí ló fẹ́ complain fún? Ọlọ́pàá dá mi dúró, kò tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn bó ṣe dá mi dúró. Ǹjẹ́ o lè complain ní Nàìjíríà lénìí ní Ondo State? Ọlọ́pàá kan dẹ̀ dúró. Surely, it will now take me away from those that are saying that Lagos is going to be taken away from us and all these, you know. It takes me now out of the àwọn tó kú, ẹ jẹ́ fún àwọn ẹ̀ sílẹ̀, kọ́lọ̀ fi wọ́n sí ẹ̀mẹ́gún wà tàlàáfíà. Let's come now to these new rules the UK share release. Is the groundbreaking new laws to stop the boat. Fẹ́ boat kó máa wọlé ẹ̀yin illegal immigrants láti Albania, láti Africa. A dẹ̀ ń sọ fún UK nísìnyí pé èyí tí a fi ní rí ṣe pé jẹ́ ká máa wòrà ẹ̀ máa ìbí Buhari náà wá sí London fún treatment tí Tinubu náà bá wá á pàdé wa níbí báyìí á bá wa níbí báyìí abẹ́mi náà níbí báyìí dáadáa ìbí gbogbo tí Buhari ń wá àmọ́bi tó wà ní but aṣáàmọ̀bì kan pé Nigerian house tó wà l'Abuja ibẹ̀ ló gbọ́dọ̀ máa gbé so bí Tinubu náà bá ti dé ibẹ̀ ló máa gbé dé sí Adébá Kóìkì náà níbí báyìí lágbára Olódùmarè. Groundbreaking new laws to stop the boats. Àwọn ní boats kí ló ń bọ̀ wá ṣe? Laws include legal duty on the Home Secretary to remove anyone who enters the UK illegally. Now, let me ask this question to our listeners tonight. Ìbéèrè tí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ béèrè ni pé late night broadcast. Mo máa ń take note torí ọjọ́ ọ̀la. Gbogbo àwọn ìwé náà lèmi náà máa fi kọ story tèmi náà. Ìtàn tèmi lèmi kọ́ lọ yìí. 2023. I'm asking this question. Is it possible today, the 7th day of March, to remove anybody from Yoruba land? Is it possible? I'm asking everybody this question. Ǹjọ́ possible lénìí pé a lè remove anybody kúrò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá pé kò ní right láti gbé níbẹ̀? Is it possible? I'm waiting for the response before I move forward. Adam Ọlámilékan sọ pé no, ẹ jẹ́ wọn mixer lab bí àwọn náà ti answer. Ǹjọ́ possible pé lénìí o a lè remove anybody kúrò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? So the question is, okay, there's more answer coming through. Ògúndáre Kúnlé sọ pé no. Rahim Abbas ó dà pé no lẹ fẹ́ kọ bọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kọ yẹn NOW yẹn ó yẹ ó wrong. No. Diri sọ pé not when it is part of location 9. Adamadé looking because we are still Nigerian. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. ìyá mi Elizabeth sọ pé no it is not possible. Ìyá mi Adé beauty àmọ̀ pé ìyá dáadáa and grandchildren kọ́ àtàwọn ọmọ wọn ní kò possible. Okay, ìyá mi Sarah ní no it is not possible. Kí ló dé tí kò ṣe possible? Only the next question. Adeola Samuel ní we are in location 0. You can see why it will be difficult to control what we called migration. Ìyẹn lèmi ṣe ń sọ fáwọn Yorùbá pé as much as a fẹ́ save ancestral land wa, as much as a fẹ́ yẹ kó gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ tí Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, but ìbéèrè yẹn ni pé ìjọ possible lénìí ká sọ pé ìwọ ò lè gbé níbi ìbáyọ máa padà lọ sí state ẹ. Now that everybody, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Albert orí Instagram ẹ ti join lénìí ẹ̀kọ́ máa ń sá káàkiri ni. Now that everybody agrees that it's not possible, Curtis Green sọ pé kò possible. My next question then is, how do we protect this Yoruba land inside Nigeria? How do we protect it? Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ protect ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nínú Nàìjíríà? Mo ti ṣí phone line mi fún ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tí ẹ bá máa pè wọlé. Ẹni tó bá ń béèrè pé Koiki oníká pè wọlé, ìwọ náà fún wa ní nọ́mbà, irú èèyàn wo nìyẹn? Nọ́mbà yẹn náà ni studio number tí gbogbo yín ti mọ̀. Ẹni tó bá wá mọ studio yẹn bí ẹ ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní very first time, òun ni ó wà lórí blue section yẹn lókè. Tá mọ̀ sí +44 74 044 059. Nígbà tí a ṣì wà nínú Nàìjíríà, báwo la ṣe fi protect ilẹ̀ Yorùbá? Ẹ bá ṣe ní briefly ní ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Yes, nígbà project a lè remove anybody tá a bá fẹ́.
Báwo la ṣe máa remove wọn?
Ẹ bá rántí example nìkan fẹ́ give example yẹn ó lè má give full answer yín pọ̀ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. Fáṣọlá nígbà tó wà gọ́vnà ṣé kò remove àwọn nuisance lọ sí stage wọn.
Mo gbọ́ yín.
Àbí ṣé mo parọ́?
Ṣé ẹ dẹ̀ feel pé ẹni ṣe feel pé movement yẹn lọ́kàn ara yín ká má parọ́ lọ́kàn ara yín ó work ó ṣiṣẹ́.
No, ṣẹ́rí Fáṣọlá ló kọ̀ step down rẹ̀ ni.
Down question. Ẹ máa down question. Okay.
Ẹ mọ orí ìlú tí mi ò ṣiṣẹ́. Because ó tọ ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí debate yẹn ní Nàìjíríà.
Okay.
Which means ó ṣiṣẹ́.
Okay.
But Fáṣọlá ló kọ̀ step down rẹ̀ ni. Kó bá continue ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ má surprise ká another state tó kó gbà yẹn. Irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà.
So láti ìgbà tí Fáṣọlá ti lọ ẹni sùúrù láti ìgbà tí Fáṣọlá ti lọ nísìn màá sọ fún yín pé that is a complete false. Ẹ mọ̀ dí ṣẹ́rí narrative pé wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ yẹn is because that is what they played out to us. We saw no evidence that effect happened. Ẹ mọ̀ why? Ẹ dá mi lóhùn.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Nígbà tó kúrò ní Lagos State níbo lọ lọ?
Wọ́n gbé pọ́ńpọ́ wọn lọ́ọ̀lù wọn.
Ìlú wọn wo níbo nílùú wọn? Ta ló sọ fún ipọ́ dèlú wọn? Àbí kò ń ṣe Ogun State lọ́dé? Àbọ̀ Ondo State lọ́dá kú sí?
Anyway, Mr. Doke ìyẹn that is bound to investigation. But point kíkọ́ lórí point yẹn mú jáde yẹn. Ṣé rí anything ní Yorùbá lè achieve tá a bá fẹ́ a kò nídìí unity ní ẹlẹ́dọ̀ ẹgbà bẹ́ẹ̀.
So ẹni sùúrù the argument yẹn kò lè work. I will say why. It's a complete the reason why it's not going to work is these àwọn tí ẹni wọ́n move jáde kúrò ní Lagos State pé a máa continue there is still a constitution that binds them to come back because I want to push out here was any evidence pé wọ́n kì í ṣe Nigerians, even though everybody knows they are not Nigerians, they are probably from Niger. But the question is, we are looking at a scale of trying to stop a migration into Yoruba land. And that migration, then sọ pé Fashola push one out. Like I said, that push out has not made any effect in Yoruba land today. Welcome, African Confidential.
Ṣẹ̀rí question based on question the béèrè. Ó ṣe vet lè béèrè.
Okay.
Ẹni ṣé ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀, ó lè wú dẹ̀ sọ pé yes.
Okay.
Unity lack of need from those other 6 governors. Wọ́n bá ti lead the same time. Wọ́n ní immunity kí ni Nigerian government máa ṣe fún wọn.
So are you okay? So if we are saying that they have immunity to do such and push them out, do we do the same thing with the Igbo people?
Ẹlẹ́gbọ̀n, ṣẹ́rí ìlú ló máa mú òfin jáde kó máa guide the program ìlú.
I'm asking a question now because we're not talking about one particular sect now because we're scared that Lagos State is going to be taken away from us and all that. I'm now asking the question, is it possible to remove the Igbo people from Yoruba land?
Anise, it's possible to remove anybody you don't want. Eleven, it's possible.
Okay, all right. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ tẹlomi. Thank you so much. Ẹ máa ká kú báàgì yẹn àti gbọ́ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ tẹlomi. If not, we're gonna be dragging it. So àti gbọ́ ti 4 minutes is more than enough to have communicated. Journalist and Galgon for 4 minutes. Let's take the next caller. Hello, caller. You're welcome to the program. Ekale sir.
Mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ pè é because wọ́n mention Fashola pé Fashola did it nígbà tó wà lórí Lagos State. Fashola ò ṣe nǹkankan. When life ìgbà tí ara ni àwọn tó wà ní Lagos State because of the congestion ni wọ́n fúnra wọn sá. It's not by law. Kì í ṣe pé bí ó ní anything tí Fashola fi stop àwọn èèyàn tó move sí Lagos. Àwọn tó ní owó, àwọn hooligans tó ní owó tó wà òkè tágbá wà lọ́wọ́. They were stay in Lagos then. Wọn ò fi kú sílẹ̀. But àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wá ọ̀sùn tó gbé lábẹ́ bridge tó yẹ pé bí àwọn ọmọ wa gbọ́pọ̀ bí sójú ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn èèyàn ló sápò Lagos tó wọ́n padà sílé. So kò sí bá ṣe lè stop àwọn tó wá sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá in as much tabashuwa ní Nàìjíríà. Now ojoojúmọ́ because 1999 constitution nǹkan tó sọ fún wa wípé a lè move from one place to another. Òun dẹ̀ ní nǹkan táwọn mìyẹ́ntì àlà àǹkó tí wọ́n dì mú tí wọ́n sọ wípé lábẹ́ òfin constitution wọn Nàìjíríà yìí o so kò síbi táwọn ò lè lọ kò síbi tí wọ́n lè wọ̀. Òun ló mú Sẹ́ríkì Fúlàní gangan tó ṣe ń wúwà tó ṣe ń jayé ọlọ́ba lórí ilẹ̀ tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ bàbá ẹ̀. So gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá ló yẹ kó mọ̀ wípé kò possible. Ní àsùnwọ̀n ìtabáṣùwà ní Nàìjíríà kò sí bá a ṣe lè defend border wa kò sí bá a ṣe lè ní security because the constitution ti Nàìjíríà ń gbèsè fraudulent constitution tí ò pé Yorùbá ni. So gbogbo àwọn bàbá wa tó pọ̀ ń jà tó kàn ń rí mọ́ wọ́n Nàìjíríà I don't know what they are going to benefit from there because èmi wo history látọ̀dún tí Nàìjíríà ti wà kí ni progress kò sí kankan. Kò sí nǹkan àṣeyọrí tí Nàìjíríà ṣe tá a sọ pé àṣeyọrí ṣe iná làwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà online free wifi kò sí. The life of students are miserables in the town. In fact mo ṣe wà ní location line mo wà àmì ní Ondo state inú òkùnkùn kò sí náà anywhere. Ló ná 3 hours rí what are we now saying? Kò sí development kankan ní ìlú yìí. This is a desert. In fact ìlú ìburú ju Sahara lọ. So gbogbo eléyìí tí gbogbo ọkàn sọ tó sọ pé Fashola kí ni Fashola ṣe when Fashola was the Lagos state government ṣé ọ̀nà tí wọ́n gbà fi stop immigrants nìyẹn ni. Ìgbà tí ara ní àwọn èèyàn tí ò nílé tára ni wọ́n rántí pé àkáwọn padà sí village wọn padà síbi tó ti wá ó better because of the law initiate now nígbà yẹn multi thousands of Fulanis Hausa and Igbo moving tó ṣe gbé Lagos till now. àwọn ló ń dominate Lagos tribe àwọn Igbo àti it's Lagos land their fatherland ṣé ilẹ̀ bàbá wọn ni. Àbáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ta pride wọn torí àtẹnujẹ wọ́n ta pride wọn torí nonchalant attitude àdọ̀kẹ́ kò kọ̀ wá pẹ̀lú religion tó ń gbé dání òun ló sọ gbogbo sóko ẹrú. I even pity them whenever the bad proud know so many things happen to be Chris kọ́ ló protest because of the soul àwọn tó kù yẹn in our own land here ní constitution àtúbẹ̀ ká jáde ká protest. Now they use gun to handcuff everybody. So and the lifetime when you want to live the best of all the go and go coming because they believe that that's what the kiri kúkúrú àti rice that is just the store. Orí ọ̀fẹ́ mọ́ orí gbà yẹn and so they don't think of any other development. Àwọn amáyédẹrùn tó yẹ kí government kó ṣe. They are voting one vote for our politician láti kí politician wọn máa là kó máa ní ọ̀rọ̀ sí káyé tí wọ́n kí ìyá máa jẹ wọ́n sí. So now ẹwu election tó ń ṣe lọ yìí they say go and get your PVC go and get your PVC. On what direction PVC tó yẹ pé tẹ́ bá lọ sí INEC office for complete 3 days ẹ̀yìn máa kiri ìgbẹ́ tó máa bribe ní PVC tẹ́ fẹ́ fi vote fún wọn tó fẹ́ lọ fi kówó wa jẹ tó fẹ́ fi gbádùn wọn tó fi ní wa lára. Can you see? So mélòó la dé bẹ́ẹ̀ka ṣe INEC office lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lọ ní JAMB office ní WAEC office ní tọ́lẹ̀kì ní you kill you tire the even the country I don't even know because the Ìgbòho dey explain because the time she express me in this country with what I do see I'm actually allow big brother I wan put all outside. Ní ìmọ̀ orí ìran ẹ̀yà Yorùbá o the best thing is they should break the camel back bone kólúkálukú lọ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀. Because 1914 amalgamation ẹ jẹ́ fraud báwo lèèyàn mẹ́fà ṣe máa decide in life gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Gbogbo alámọ̀gbá àbí orílẹ̀-èdè kan kó jókòó káwọn bàbá ìjókòó kan pé kó kálukú ṣe ẹ̀bọ́dà ẹ̀kọ́ máa lọ lọ́dọ̀ is not by force. Kì í ṣe jagidi ṣe rí láì jẹ́ pé wọ́n break Nàìjíríà kí Nàìjíríà yìí pé kò sẹ́ni kankan ṣe rí mi tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ dìbò fún mi ààrẹ ìyá máa jẹ àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Ẹ sọ pé why? Because it has been designed. Wọ́n ti design ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ kò sí bí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ṣe é. So bí wọ́n dìbò fún the last person Nigeria man continue sufferness ní oṣù máa suffer lọ. Okay now ẹ wò tí judiciary bá give order legislature àti executive ò ní tẹ̀lé. Ṣé legislature àti executive fún ọmọ ọ̀dà wọ́n ti jọ péra wọn? They are the same cabal the same cargo the same set of people. Wọ́n ti jọ péra wọn ti jọ sọ fúnra wọn so even Supreme Court to give order based on new naira design now. Kò sí lè tó kọ legislative, kò sí lè tó kọ executive. Àwọn aráàlú dẹ̀ wò ìyá dẹ̀ jẹ wọ́n dẹ̀ kú, wọ́n sọ fà àìsàn pa wọ́n because kò sí local vision, kò sí treatment, kò sí hospital. Tẹ́ bá dé emergency sìn. Wọn ò ní gba patient yìí, wọn ò ní dá lóhùn tó bá gbòògbò tó bá kú wọn àti lọ mọ́ṣúárì. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbòògbò ẹ̀wọ̀n ní kẹwàá sanwó, is that a country? Ẹni tí wọn fún ní first aid tí wọn save life ẹ tó bá ti kú tó wá bá yẹn tí wọn mọ ṣọlá ìdẹ bá fẹ́ gbé wọn ní kẹwàá sanwó ó tẹ nígbà kan dání kan sùn òkú ọ̀njẹ pé kán pé kán pọ̀ kán jẹ́ ṣe òṣèré life country ojú àwọn èèyàn wọn ò dé sí none of them ojú wọn ò ṣe wọn ò rí this as ìyá wọn ò rí pé kò dáa wọn rí gẹ́gẹ́ bí you see even in fact mo lè sọ pé too much religious wàá gbọ́ àánú ni wọ́n rí gbà orí ọ̀fẹ́ despite their suffering. And they think that Jesus is going to come down to come and fix Nigeria for them. Jésù la wá fix yọ, Jésù la sọ ká wá fix ẹ sector, la fix security, wà la fix iṣẹ́, even ilé gbogbo àwọn ladies tó fi ti gbaṣẹ́ lọ́fíìsì tó ń bá sùn tó ń molest, ilé tó bribe, ilé tó ra slotting. You see them in their churches, wọ́n máa gbégbá ọpẹ́, we thank God, out of 40 people, I was the only one who was choosing, you see, all those things. So, wọn ò rí gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọn ò gbowó wọn létí pé kíní kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn tó yẹ kó máa fi PVC kó máa fi bẹ̀ wá tó gbé sí gbogbo zone àwọn àdúgbò kan tẹ̀ wá lóde state yẹn pé kò sínú máàpù Ondo state àwọn èrò dẹ̀ kún bẹ́ẹ̀ bí wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n kò sọ̀nà gómìnà wa ti ń ṣe ọ̀nà Ìjọ̀ká road for the last six years now ó ti lọ 6 years lórí òye ọ̀nà tí ò pé 5 kilometres. Kò lójú wọn rí drainage ṣe ojú gbọ́dọ̀ rọ̀ tẹ́ bá rí ẹ̀rí tẹ́bọ̀dì àkódọ̀tí sójú títí kódọ̀tí sínú àgbàrá very useless country àwọn kan tẹ̀ tó kọ́lé gan ojú títì náà fẹ́ ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀bù wọn sí mo kàn máa rìnrìn àwọn irú wa lélẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀kọ́ ayálẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bá a sọ kò wọ̀ wọ́n létí so àdúrà tẹ̀mí kan wọ́n ẹgbẹ́ kọ́ lọ́ sí wọn lójú kó lè là wọ́n létí káwọn bá wọ́n rí bóyá by that time bóyá they can wake up. So
thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni bàbá wa. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo love you. Thank you so much. Láti Ondo State, lẹ́tí gbọ́hùn yẹn. Fashola issues unreserved apology to the Igbos over Lagos deportation row. We have Bishop that have joined us again. It was with us this afternoon and you're live. Go ahead. And this article was on the 13th of September 26th of September 2013. I'm a article later. Go ahead, Bishop, you're live.
Based on the topic in Koibiri, how can we secure, talk about security
the Yoruba land people in Nigeria today?
Nigeria, yes. Now, Panino planned structure, yes, and that sort of the glory. So, we need to start from the CDA, grassroots, the CDA, or that be like 3 streets or 4 streets in an area. Our landlord association only to
make. Get clarity. Are we talking about after the exit or before the exit?
Before the exit. Okay. I'm talking present.
Okay.
Yeah. So one politician CDA nothing long kosi won lori ani grassroots nothing kosi won lori. Táwọn èèyàn fi tán ti ń gbówó sílẹ̀ táwọn landlord bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń rí wọn ẹ̀ tí gbogbo wọn máa ń pè àwọn èèyàn jíjà lọ vote. So the local government we always know the number of CDA in the local government. So that CDA it is the cell, the visible unit of unity. So it can be 4 local, it can be 4 streets. Some people it's 7 streets. Some people 3 streets. These landlord associations together to form CDA, recognized by the local government in that area. So àwọn learning ìránṣẹ́ Yorùbá nation máa lọ visit àmàbá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí security Yorùbá gbogbo ní ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ then ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá wá sí ìmúṣẹ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n kó ìwé bá ló ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ but then many of them work with local government àwọn local government máa wà.
But again all this is in preparation for the exit. I am talking about the present today.
Yes, I'm on Ilan.
Okay.
Now, tí bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ already wọ́n àwọn vigilante tó ń ṣọ́ọ̀tì lálálẹ́. Now, we now need to let them know inclusion of our unconventional àwọn tactic train díẹ̀ àwọn boys ọgbọ́ràn sí wa lẹ́nu tactic train wọ̀nyí. Then ní CDAs wọ̀nyẹn wọ́n gbogbo ilé pátápátá ní free ló ń dáwó security. So the CDA money sanwó fáwọn vigilante lálẹ́ but a lè fún wọn ní security ẹyọ kan ìdè tó máa bá wa máa ṣe informant láti gbé bọ̀ dání àwọ̀ uniform á dẹ̀ máa fún wa ní information. That's how we will strategically position our for security. Security has to do with information, logistics.
Somebody is asking, where is the money to do all these that we're talking about?
Just answer the question now. The CDA has the money.
Okay.
Every house pay token.
And is this replica to one state or the whole state?
Every Yoruba land,
okay,
including Ilẹ̀ Igbo. everywhere they have CDA operation.
Okay.
Also, CDA politician in Bere.
Okay.
So any to bank, most of our people, some of our people are irresponsible because one landlord doing one association when not that you want to sanwó security. Àwọn landlord ló máa ń dáwó sí CDA, then wọ́n máa ń ṣe meeting lẹ́ẹ̀kan lóṣù. So ìwọ tó bá wà responsible wàá máa represent. Tó o bá wà responsible ọkọ̀ tó lọ landlord lè máa lọ. Àwọn gbogbo landlord ò gbé yẹn or ẹni tó jẹ́ kí àtẹ̀kà tó gbélé ẹ̀ ó attend CDA meeting.
All right. Okay. Let's leave this issue of the CDA. I don't want us to expose too much. How do we defend the waterways?
Okay. Now, if
when I say how do we defend, I don't want us to go into details. What I'm trying to just bring out here is, is a good one that you're giving us these, internal one. But how do we protect? How do we know who's coming through our waterways? A boat is coming in, a ship is coming in. How do we stop all this in the present Nigeria today? Which is soil.
To stop
illegal. Because I'm using the UK today. They've just come up with these groundbreaking new laws to stop the boat. So let's refer that back now to Yoruba land. How do we have this same bill, this new law in the present Yoruba land? Yeah.
Syria now. I'm practical here.
Okay.
I'm practical here.
Yeah.
We have a big long way to go.
Okay.
I need the láti àwọlé sí ìra wa lára náà out. Grab population ẹ̀wà.
Òun náà là ń sọ yìí because bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yìí ẹ̀yin sọ from the perspective èmi ò tí ì sọ pẹ̀lú perspective yẹn ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ń lọ sí perspective yẹn. My perspective and the question is within the context of Nigeria right now. When we are by the time we are even getting to Glasgow, immediately we can start putting things in structure in place. But I am looking at it from the internal.
Before Glasgow, because the Glasgow version, I want
but those are issues that I don't want us to expose too much because what I'm just trying to bring out is it possible to be able to control the airways, the waterways, the airspace rather? We can control the internal based on the CDAs, which is a very good. I know about all these things, but again, those are very good initiatives that we are preparing. But again, going back to my question, Nigeria of today, is it possible to, cross-check people and say, look, no, I'm talking about in the context, of today.
Yes, but that will be immediately as goes upon.
That's it. So that means we are still on the same conversation. So politician until about this stage go.
They say keep as goes back my position
which is important that we have to prepare for that. So definitely we go back. It is not possible now until we move to the next stage of this movement. Okay, all right. No more. I can't go into too much detail because you're giving too much information out, and there's no point to that. We have still agreed the same thing. It cannot be possible until we get to a certain level of the movement. But we have to be preparing for a lot of things from not just security. We've got to prepare for contingency. We've got to prepare for a lot of things. We've got to lock down even the airspace into my Japan, and all these. But again, all this cannot happen because we still have a functioning system known as this crazy country called Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, so correct. So Kapod get clarity in it. Eshegoni Bishop, thank you so much. I can't love Bishop less because I don't want us to confuse it. Tabatife de Nigeria, Lashin soy. I mean, Tabatife de Yoruba, there'll be a different ball game entirely. Hello, quickly, go to game boy. Ekale.
ẹ̀là gbé kí ni wọ́n náà ní nítorí ẹ̀yìn first caller ẹgbẹ́ Nàìjíríà lọ́nà gbé.
Definitely UK lọ́wọ́ ọ̀dọ́ ní Nàìjíríà.
Ìdàbà ìjọ torí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀nà Fáṣọlá rẹ̀ kó tó jẹ́ nìjẹ́ sófin wà lẹ̀ ìṣàkósófin wọ́n sún ní oyè wọ́n sún wọn lọ síbi gbogbo mílíọ̀nù kọ́dà ní wọ́n wà nínú ilẹ̀ ìrọ̀lá tó yẹ ìlú ọkọ̀ báyìí ọdún wa síbáyìí ti bọ̀dá kótó ọ̀kadà wọn lẹ́nà àbá àwọn àwọn ọmọbìnrin oyè bìnrin bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe wáyé kó kí ní ní pàtó CSI wọ́n lè máa gbọ́ program náà lẹ́yìn ọlọ́pàá bìnrin ìwọ tó bá náyà ṣùgbọ́n ṣe wá ń ka ìwé wá ká báyìí kò ní dáhùn yẹ dáàsọ lórí kìlì ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ọgbẹ́ ẹ̀mú oyè ọgbẹ́ ènìyàn tó bá pé kò ní dáhùn yẹ àgbẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹ̀yìn sùn o lè bú ọlọ́pàá ní àwọn olùṣègbè fọlọ́pàá kí ló kọ́ àdánù olùṣègbè wá ní gbọ́bẹ̀lẹ̀ jẹ́ kó gbẹ́ ẹ̀mú níwà òfin wọ́n yẹ ta ẹ̀ oyè wọ́n lófin.
Because institution yẹn one protect institution yẹn wọ́n fi jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn abuse ẹ̀. No mo gbọ́ ẹ̀ mo ní one protect institution yẹn ní tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn ìyẹn lọ́lọ́pàá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí o ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ respect wọn.
Lọ́mọ ọtí yìí mo lè wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ṣe ní àwọn kò yé mo ẹ̀ tó tó pé Fáṣọlá fàdí lọ́kọ̀ sún wọn síwájú yìí náà máa ń lọ rọ̀pọ̀ àìmọye ní wọn bá ẹgbẹ́ kí wọ́n padà pátá níbẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ gbogbo ọ̀nà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn àgbàgbà lóyè tí wọ́n pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe wọn fi ṣeré oyè pé bó ṣe dá lẹ́yìn sí pé ìlú bá dàrú wọn bọ̀tà òṣàwọn òṣàlẹ̀ ẹni òṣàlẹ̀ bọ̀tà lálẹ́ rẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀fẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan kí ni lọ́dún dẹ́rù bá anybody mu ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá jáde tó bá hásí wá sí náà nìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn ilé kọ́mọ̀ jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ ibi tẹ́ pé kò lórísùn pé wà kékeré wá ní ó dẹ̀ lórísùn bọ̀ àwọn tó wọ̀ bẹ̀ wọ́n fún wọn láyè.
Nítorí pa ṣe wà nínú Nàìjíríà ọ̀dà ẹ̀ṣìgbọ́n ni láti ìdíròkò ní àwọn ìbára ìtìpọ̀ láṣẹ̀dùmọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀ṣìgbọ́n ni bọ́ọ̀. Mo gbọ́.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ máa ní sùúrù.
Ok, àgbọ́yé.
Ẹ̀yin àtàwọn àgbààgbà ẹ máa ní sùúrù etí máa gbọ́ wọn àwọn kan àgbẹ̀ wọn máa sọ èmi kọ́ dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ lórí self determination sọ pé mi lè deny.
Ọ̀dà ẹ̀ṣìgbọ́n ni. tó alàgbà tó pè wá láti ìdíròkè ọlọ́run ni wọ́n ti pè wá mo kí ìyàwó First Bank grandma tí bá ti dárúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mo fi dárúkọ yín ni ẹ̀fìn ọ̀pẹ́ yìí ni mo kí èyí tẹ́ ti wọlé bàbá wa Akíngbayì Victor Lateef Ọlọ́runṣọ́ mo kí. Why am I using these programs from the UK groundbreaking new laws up to the Yoruba Nation conversation? Bishop has given us a bit of what we should be expecting when a Yoruba Nation is tó bá declare Yoruba Nation lálẹ́ forget about gbogbo fàbù táwọn yẹn náà declare. I'm not interested in that nonsense because àwọn yẹn Cartoon Network ni wọ́n Cartoon Network wọn gan kò tà púpọ̀. Tó bá declare Yoruba Nation lálẹ́ there will be a lot of things that must be put in place. Mo tẹ̀rí lẹ́tà kan tó ń sẹ́ndì káàkiri. I just read the letter. Àníkẹ́yẹ máa dárúkọ wẹ́bsáìtì wọn yẹn ó ti collapse. Nínú lẹ́tà yẹn wọ́n sì tún dárúkọ wẹ́bsáìtì ti collapse ní sọ fún Fàbúni. Nínú lẹ́tà tó ń circulate ẹni Kóìkì sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé lẹ́tà tí mo fi show lẹ́tà yẹn kò necessary. But lẹ́tà yẹn ó sì tún ní orúkọ yìí Òmìnira Yorùbá 2022.org Fàbúni wẹ́bsáìtì ó ti collapse. So Cartoon Network ló ń ṣe. So let me not be distracted. Let's come back here. Tí Yorùbá Nation bá declare lálẹ́ kò tẹ̀ tó virtual reality gan sef because virtual reality ẹ máa ṣiṣẹ́ púpọ̀ lórí ẹ̀kọ́ tó lè jẹ́ kó wá ṣàmárà àwọn ọmọ mi tó máa ń play game iṣẹ́ gidi ló máa ń ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ tó lè defeat àwọn monster tó wà níbẹ̀. And Nigeria is a monster that we are trying to break. But monster tó lágbára ní Nàìjíríà náà bá ṣe fẹ́ break ẹ̀ ó ń ta padà ìnáwó tó lọ́gbọ́n àti Tinubu máa dá Nàìjíríà ló ọ̀yà fi jẹ president. These are part of the game because as much as we want to break away from Nigeria is a big system. Àwọn akúkọ ìyá mi sẹ́ra tún pè mí lọ sí akúkọ akúkọ àwọn aláwàdà kẹríkẹrí mo wà bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí program lọ́sàn-án mo kàn rẹ́rìn ni. I just laugh each time I go there because I can see that they all have mental problems that needs to be dealt with. UK have released this new bill. Ìwọ tó ń bọ̀ ní UK tó fẹ́ gborí omi wá mo mọ bó ṣe fẹ́ dé bí báyìí but probability pé tó bá ti dé bí báyìí nísìn òfin máa mú ẹ hàn. Òfin kò tí lè mẹ́nì kankan torí àìtí gba country. Ṣẹ̀yìn ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ pé wọ́n náà ti gba country or declare ó jẹ́ má lọ ṣeré kéré torí òfin Nàìjíríà ló máa fi dé. Imagine wọn náà gba country wọ́n tún wá lọ́ọ̀yà tó fẹ́ fi bá wọn gba àwọn èèyàn kúrò nínú country tó náà ti gbà. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tẹ̀ yé wúwẹ́ ti di iṣu àtàyà òyìn kò tẹ̀ yé yàn wọ́n mọ́. But don't be distracted. Yorùbá nation is not a country yet. Big country ṣe operate a lè máa operate in a full scale níjọ́ tá a bá gba Yorùbá nation because mo ò gbàdúrà ká lọ sí ìtàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ but by the time we get to a stage pàfi gba Yorùbá nation nǹkan á ti gbóná even àwọn tó sọ pé Tinubu débẹ̀ ní sin ó máa wá resolve problem yẹn I don't see that because Tinubu will not be able to change the narrative. He will try to tempo the situation àwa là nígbà fún ó lè máa fi òun máa bá àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation ó lè fi set up committee píkọ́ lọ bá àwọn tó ń jà fún self determination ó kàn fi yẹn delay ni o irọ́ ni o kò sí any realistic kankan nínú ẹ̀ àkùkọ ni ẹ̀rí ẹ kọ sílẹ̀ ó máa ní kọ́ lọ set up committee láti fi slow situation yẹn down torí òun fẹ́ rí ìjọba tiẹ̀ ṣe kò fẹ́ kẹ́ disturb òun but àwa là nígbà fún we will continue bó bá ṣe ń wá London láti sìn a máa bá protest ní Nàìjíríà a bá protest at the appropriate time but for now whether Tinubu is there or not Yoruba nation is a continuity and we will defend that land. The question I throw out is just to check on us. Yes, I agree to some extent with the first caller. But in reality, what program are you talking about that we posted to hold tomorrow? Program 1 year, I'm not sure which of the program. Mr. Ayodeji. Eba mi koruko program no because Male cross check but now team one because I didn't post any program about borders and self-determination. Okay. Oh no, kò ń ṣàwàlà fẹ́ ṣe yẹn àwọn okay mo ti mọ àwọn kidney ni these are international program so kò ń ṣe mi mo fẹ́ ṣe kò ń ṣe mi. Okay, ọ̀la ló fẹ́ ṣe I just picked it up ó dà pé under UNP ni mo ti rí nígbà tí mo lọ sórí Twitter wọn so Yoruba Kid welcome on board thank you so much for reminding me nígbà tí àwọn tí mo tó wà lórí yìí ti pọ̀ jù ara border control ni article yìí wà so gbogbo pé ẹ ti gba country ẹ tutù ẹ dànù because ẹ ní border control and the Nigeria is still controlling your borders but the way UK has put out this new law is to stop illegal immigrants because illegal immigrant is costing the UK government a lot of money and that takes me straight to this conversation. This is our own what we can call Sulia Braveman almost 42 years old born in 1980 mo jùlọ lọ́jọ́ orí but iṣẹ́ tó gbé dání lénìí ní UK má ṣe ìyà ti jẹ wá bá tẹ rántí gba nǹkan báyìí a kò máa bínú nígbà míì mo lè bínú púpọ̀ jù lẹ ti ṣú lálẹ́ she's 42 years old ọbí sílùú ìní àbí ló ṣe l'opportunity tó bá yẹ pé bó ṣe bí alàgbà tó pè mí láti ìdíròkò tó tẹ̀ tó ń bínú pé network òun ò gbọ́ mi dáadáa probability wa pé alàgbà yẹn lè jẹ́ home secretary wa so ẹ̀yin idiot ẹ máa ń béèrè pé Koiki ta ló máa jẹ olórí yín ọmọ 42 years old òun ló control home secretary ti UK lẹ́nìí lótìtọ́ bíbá ẹ lọ bí sí kò tá bá lọ wo lineage ẹ̀ àti pé ibì kan lòun náà ti ṣẹ̀ wá. She's a barrister, a politician. There's nothing wrong in politics, and we have a lot of Yoruba people that are doing very well. Ó mú mi lọ sí story woman yìí tí mo bá pàdé. Mo sọ fún pé mi ní media ká máa gbé yín káàkiri. Mo rántí orúkọ ẹni bọ́ jẹ́ lọ sórí community mi lórí YouTube. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ta ló ti gbọ́rúkọ woman yìí rí? Mo fi lọ mú story ẹ̀ jáde gangan. Àná ìgbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ rórúkọ yẹn, wàhálà mo tẹ̀ rí Adérin yẹn. All I was saying is Maggie. Nígbà tí wàá lọ ṣe a bit of research lé lórí, arábìnrin yìí ìyàwó yìí obìnrin ló máa jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ló máa jẹ́ wàláì, and I was right. Let's look a little bit about her. Her name is Maggie Adérin Pọkọ Margaret. Ìgbà tí wọ́n ṣe wá lórí ẹ̀bùn olúwa ní ìyàwó kan tó lè lé torí Ọlọ́run tó ń ṣe dáadáa ní UK ló lè bá wá Nàìjíríà nísìnyí wọn ní fún láyè. Àwọn mad politicians yìí bó ṣe máa fẹ́ destroy ẹ̀. Do you know how many Yoruba people should have been a scientist? Wọ́n wá jókòó sábẹ́ kiosk. She's only 54 years old. She was born here in London, Islington, on the 9th of March 1968, 8 years after the fraudulent independence that the British gave us. She's a space scientist, a science educator. She's an honorary research associate of University College London, UCL, Department of Physics and Astronomy. Ìyà ń jẹ wá nílé. Gbogbo àwọn obìnrin tó yẹ kó ṣe nǹkan dáadáa. Ẹ wo fídíò wo wọ́n ṣe send ẹ̀ sí mi ni. This is Ondo State. Àwọn èèyàn tó lọ sí bank. Ẹ wo ẹtúwẹ́ tó ní disability. Ìyà ń jẹ wá nílé àwọn èèyàn wa. This is Ondo State. I received this video as people are still struggling to get cash in a madness country, in a country that we should destroy it as quickly as possible. Yes, it's costing UK £7 million every day. Enough. I play video yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé mo kàn tó yà bàrà díẹ̀ ni. Ìdí tí mo ṣe lọ mú details yìí woman yìí wá. Torí ìwọ tó ń wò mí láti lé àjẹ́ kankan ò lé ẹ forget about àjẹ́. Àjẹ́ wo ló lé ẹ? Ebi ló ń pẹ́ àjẹ́ ìyàwó mi ti bí mi pé ṣe máa jẹun yà. Ní tí mo jẹ lọ́sàn-án mọ̀ tí kò tí digest tán lára mi. Wàláì. My last meal was probably in the afternoon. Mo kàn mu smoothies, mo dẹ̀ mu enough omi, and I'm here again. Ṣé wọ́n tó tí ì mọ bí ayé ẹ̀ ṣe fi settle ó wá ní àjẹ́ mú ẹ? Àjẹ́ wo ló fi mú ẹ? Àjẹ́ kankan lé anybody. Gbogbo àwọn churches yẹn, some of them are business centers, we know that. This woman, àjẹ́ ò ṣe mú pé kó má di home secretary. Ṣé ó lọ ṣe tuntun ní kó tó di home secretary? Ṣé ó lọ sí church ni? Ṣé ó lọ ṣe Hindu ni? Ó lè ní tradition tiwọn náà, ẹ má get me wrong. But this is 42 years old, the home secretary, one of the most powerful positions in the United Kingdom. And today, what is ṣòfin pé ìwọ illegal immigrant tó ń bọ̀ o, a máa dẹ́ ẹ padà ni o. So, kí mo fi tún sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí? Ó wá mú mi lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti ṣe bábì fún nítorí pé iṣẹ́ tó ti ṣe kalẹ̀. I can't afford to get the 2 to PhD. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo headline tó jáde lórí woman yìí lẹ́yìn. Ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà níyàwó ẹ̀. Maggie yẹn ni mo kọ́kọ́ rí, mo tẹ̀ rí Adérin, mo tẹ̀ tó rí ẹ̀bùn ọlá, ẹ̀bùn tó ṣe fún ọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ nítorí iṣẹ́ tó ti ṣe ní ọgbọ́n tó ní tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè bùkún ẹ̀. Ẹ̀pọ̀ náà bẹ́ẹ̀ nílé, àmọ́ báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ progress nígbà tẹ́ ṣe ń lọ sí báǹkì tẹ́ lọ ń kí fowó? Ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ fídíò yìí. Ṣé àwọn ìyá tí wọ́n ń kí ìyẹ̀wò ìyá tó gbé fóònù dání? She could be the scientist. Ẹ wo tó lọ sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bá tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ tiẹ̀ yẹn. She could be the scientist. Ẹ wo àwọn obìnrin tó wà ní bíbá. Ṣé ṣọ́ọ̀pù àwọn eléyìí di scientist nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lẹ́nu in another 30 years pẹ̀lú pé ẹ ṣì ń wá bẹ́ẹ̀ pé gbowó nínú bank? This is why we are saying to our people, Yoruba nation is the only answer. kí ni ìyàtọ̀ àwọn tó wà ní banking náà lè pẹ̀lú woman wa yìí, ìyá wa yìí? I'm sure pé lára àwọn tó wà ní banking náà lè they are also 56 years old. But àwọn tó wà ń lé nísìn gbogbo wọn nísìn tó bá kúrò báyìí nísìn wọn lọ ṣiṣẹ́ o ẹ̀mí dé o you know like àwọn white garment church ẹ̀mí dé o you know ẹ dákẹ́ mi wá sára àyàn but ẹ̀mí burúkú ti wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tá gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ̀n jáde láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. The more tá a bá wà níbẹ̀ ẹ má bínú a lè ní àṣeyọrí kankan the more we still remain in Nigeria. Rather than us ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ìyá mi mo rí ọwọ́ yín Princess Adébíyìnpé mo ti rọ́wọ́ yín ẹ kú tọ́jú Koiki Media. Mo sọ fún gbogbo èèyàn pé èmi ò kàkà kí n lọ ní kí politician fún wa lówó màmá ní kẹ́yìn fún wa lówó ká máa fi ṣe tá à ń ṣe lọ. Ẹ wo àwọn obìnrin tó wà nínú fídíò tá a fi wọ̀nyí Àkúrẹ́ somewhere ní Ondo State ní fídíò ti ṣẹ̀wá nígbà táwọn èèyàn ń dúró síwájú bank owó wọn lọ fi gbà ọ̀rọ̀ owó gbà ẹ wo ìyá tó jókòó sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn kábíyèsí lẹ́dùnmarè ní 2023 ìwọ wá sọ pé àjẹ́ ló ń ṣèyàn ẹ wo owó ẹ wo ìyá wa yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ka story ẹ̀. A space scientist kí ló ń pè ní space scientist kò easy kó tó lè sọ pé space scientist àwọn tó ń study òfurufú náà àwọn kan study ẹ̀ spiritually but àwọn kan study ẹ̀ practically iṣẹ́ táwọn kan lọ kọ́ nìyẹn but wàá kọ́kọ́ lọ kọ́ physics wàá mọ maths but ìwọlé ní nísìnyí ó jókòó sínú abúlé ẹ onímọ̀mọ́ tí mò ń sọ ìwọ obìnrin oní kì í shut up oní Tinubu ti wọlé ayé ẹ̀ máa da Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká ayé ẹ̀ dá o èmi náà ń gbàdúrà ẹ̀. A space scientist best known for presenting BBC One The Sky at Night àtẹ̀mọ̀ bí a rí ìdí fídíò yẹn wò tábàtẹ̀ máa yọ kúrò létà BBC One The Sky at Night ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo fídíò kan tó ṣe. I don't want the copyright. Let's just watch it a little bit.
This year, 2022, is the 50th since people walked on the lunar surface. So it's the perfect time to celebrate the Apollo Moon program and look to the future as NASA plans to put people on the moon again in just 2 years' time. Welcome to the Sky at Night.
Ṣé bá tẹ̀lé tó ti jẹun fi rántí pé kankan wà lórí sky? Báwo ló ṣe fi mọ̀ pé ìràwọ̀ kan ń bẹ lókè but àwa ti fi ti ẹ̀mí tẹlẹ́dùmarè fi connect but in reality mo fi play video yẹn púpọ̀ it's not mine but at least àti rí woman yẹn a dẹ̀ ti understand tó mean but let's read the article. Kí ló dé tó ṣe jáde nínú pépà lẹ́nìí nínú news káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé tó ti recognize ẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe bábì fún ní ojú ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ bábì yẹn fine gan. Ṣé tó bá wà ní Nàìjíríà òun náà máa lọ dọ̀bálẹ̀ báyìí àjókòó síwájú bank àmọ́ náà fẹ́ gbowó. Yeah, we're live on Twitter. We're live. Mr. Koiki, are you streaming the program on Twitter? Yeah, I'm live on Twitter. If you go on my Twitter, let's see. Because I'm your man walking on Twitter, but we're live. This is me on Twitter. This is my Twitter handle. And this is a Twitter. Nobody's watching on Twitter, but 2 people have commented. And 14 people have retweeted. Tó bá jẹ́ pé a bẹ̀rẹ̀ Twitter space ní sí táwọn ọmọ Igbo bá dé nígbà yẹn ní sẹ́ a máa ní àwọn Igbo but I was lórí Twitter. You know, I mean that's okay. But Igbo àwọn jókòó pa sórí Twitter ni wọ́n máa ń bá wọn tátàn ni and they trend almost every day for good or bad doesn't matter. Let's come back to the conversation. Once again, this is live. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún padà sí ká complete eléyìí àwa padà sí fídíò eléyìí tàfi play ti woman yìí ẹ máa rántí pé ìyá ẹ̀ kọ̀sì ìyá ni she's 42 years old. Èèyàn mélòó ló wà ní age between ẹ jẹ́ n ṣe check between 30 and 40. How many people are watching me right now that is between the age of 30 and 40? Ẹ kàn sọ pé yes. Condition interval from 40 to 50 40 láti pass mark yẹn sí èèyàn mélòó ló wà from age 30 títí dé 40 you should also know that you can be like this woman tó bá jẹ́ pé àgbà Yorùbá nation. So we have a lot of people that are between that age. You know, one in that age bracket. But èmi ń pariwo pé ká gba Yorùbá nation àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní kí n shut up. But òfin wá UK ẹni tó máa dín pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nílé. Ṣé ò lọ gba visa ojú tó bá wá through boat wọ́n máa dẹ́ padà o. Òfin ti jáde o. Lára àwọn tó ṣe òfin yẹn ọmọ 42 years old ni. She's 42. She was born in April 3rd, 1980. And this is what we are saying to our Yoruba people. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré country tiwa mú kí ìyàwó Evangelist Taiwo Esther káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. So just to quickly wrap it up from here, you know, the only thing that calls on nípa woman náà ni pé she is very well recognized and she has been given a dolly, a Barbie. So Barbie ní sáwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tà, òun náà máa gba commission lórí ẹ̀. She has done her best and we love her, we appreciate her on this platform. This is Koiki Media bringing the work closer to your doorstep. So let's close that bit. Àwọn House of Reps yìí because Ondo ni mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lálẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wo àwọn tó ń represent criminals all over the place. I don't need to call them honourable but I call fún ní respect. Chief Ọlẹ́yẹlógún Bámidélé David Ìfẹ́dọ̀rẹ́ is one of your speaker. Samuel Ademoye Odigbo 2, Deputy Speaker. Emmanuel Ogunmusuyi Owo 2, Majority Leader. Oladimeji Olamide Adesan, Ondo East, Deputy Majority Leader. Mohammed Taofik Oladele, Akoko Northwest, Chief Whip. Festus Ayodele Adefiranye, Ilẹ̀ Olújì, ó dà pé ìyàwó dárúkọ Olújì yẹn. So many places that could be developed and give us a lot of wealth. But today, our Yoruba people are suffering. Is the Deputy Chief Whip. Simon Toluwani Borokini, Akure South, 1, Whip. Rashid Olalekan, Akoko North East, Minority Leader. Festus Akingbeso Idonre, another very beautiful place. Deputy Minority Leader. Prince Akinrotun Abayomi Ilaje 1, Parliamentary Secretary. Akinrungude Akintomide, má bínú tí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún pronounce orúkọ yẹn. Okitipupa 1, Permanent Secretary. Samuel Ademola Irele, Member. Samuel Ademola Okatikon yẹn. Ogundeji Iroju Odigbo 1, Member. Adewale Williams Adewinle Ondo West 2, Member. Dr. Abiodun Faleye Akure North, Member. Falemu Gudubankole Akoko Southwest. Ìyà ń jẹ ṣé gbèsè wọn lákòókò yẹn. Èmi débẹ̀ ni. Torí àkókò yẹn ni ibi tí Ìbà Gani Adams ti wá lógun ọ̀fẹ́ ọ̀hún kí bàbá wa. Tomide Leonard Akínrìbìdó Ondo West 1, Member. Gbegedu James Okitipupa 2. Dr. Adeyemi Olayemi Owo 2. Olajide David Sunday Akure South 2. Oluyide Fayede Oshe, Member. Olugbenga Akogun Omole Akoko Southwest 1. Ìyà ń jẹ pààràrà sí gbogbo láwọn àkókò yẹn gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo dé nígbà tán lọ. Favour Semilore Ìlàjẹ 2. Lẹ́nà ọmọ Ìlàjẹ máa ń good gan. Ó dà pé Ìlàjẹ ni sáì ibi tí kíní ti wá. My good brother Ṣòwòrẹ́ Mọ́yẹlé Ṣòwòrẹ́. Ṣé Tòkunbọ̀ lélẹ̀ àbí kí lọ́kọ̀ yìí? Ṣé orúkọ Yorùbá náà lélẹ̀ ṣá? Barrister lórúkọ lélẹ̀ kẹ́. Tọ́ka Ijo Success. This name is quite not like a Yoruba name, but you know, what can we do? Okay. Go. Tọ́kájú. Ṣé Yorùbá náà lórúkọ ìṣá? Àbójú mi ló kọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Success Taiwo. Tọ́hákíjò. Ẹ̀yin around there, help me out níbí báyìí. Mo kí Pastor Ṣọlá. Okay, ẹ notice pé kò sọ obìnrin níbẹ̀, wọ́n ní fọ́nbìnrin láyè. just like Muslim ló pọ̀ ní ti Lagos State, mad country. So arákùnrin yìí, success, orúkọ yìí mo fẹ́ ká wò, ṣé orúkọ yìí look àbí mi mo kàn ń rò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, sound like Irobo. Toka ẹ̀wọ̀ Torhurhigo, sound like Irobo. Ṣé anybody tó agree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? Mo kí Ajá bàbá kí mi. Orúkọ ìlágbára o. The profile of a legislator in waiting. This was in 2018. Anyway, the name may be from Ijaw people. Okay, well, I don't know, but Bishen Boruku, Bishen Karuko, I know the Ilaje tribe, Omoyele Showore. Okay, Ilaje tribe. Okay, all right, that's fine. Nothing, our inclusive, none, that's all. Mbolawa. So, ṣé kò sọ́bìnrin kankan láàrin wọn ní gbogbo bíbá yìí? Irọ́ ni o. Ẹ̀yin ará Ondo State, ṣé kò sí obìnrin kankan tó jẹ́ House of Rep yìí ni? Kò possible. Ẹ̀yàn pé mo ká obìnrin kankan jáde látẹ̀kùn ṣá. Ta ló ń gbọ́ mi láti Ondo State? Ìyá mi Comfort ti wọlé, ẹ̀yin máa lè help me nísìnyí. Can be from Ijaw, Orogbo. Mọ́mì, ṣé kò sí obìnrin kankan nínú House of Rep ní Ondo State ni? Ẹ káàbọ̀ mọ̀, mo ti pe ilé ẹ̀kan náà, mo ní bí ẹ lọ sí iṣẹ́ ni. Olúwaṣẹ́guntọ́ Àkókò South East, Jamiu Sulaiman Àkókò North West. Are we saying that everyone in Ondo State there is no single woman representing you? Adesho woman kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan nísìnyí. Mukiyawa just_Renike Ekaboma, Jerusalem on Instagram. Again, we'll comment for Remixella. Akinritan is Albert Oi's son. Ṣé ní sì mo dárúkọ Akinritan? Mo ti dárúkọ Akinritan. Okay, wọ́n ọmọ Albert lélẹ̀ Akinritan. Okay. Àwọn elépo rọ̀bì. Honorable Abayomi Akinritan. Okay, ọmọ Albert. Okay, interesting. Pàdé government lágbára. Akinritan. Ìyẹn náà ṣe ní kí jẹ́ ìyẹn náà ṣe gbàdúrà kí Nàìjíríà kò pín in. Pàdé. Thank you so much. Mo kàn rí comment ẹ nísìnyí. Mr. Oluwasegun lórí Mixella. Akinritan is Albert Oi's son. Àwọn tó bá mẹ́tọ́ ń pè ní Albert Oi, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé lọ sọ́dọ̀ Albert Oi. So Albert Oi, àwọn elépo rọ̀bì, owó bẹ bí ṣìgì lọ bàbá yẹn lélẹ̀. 2.1 billion debt, Sky take over Ọba Akinritan Albert Oi depot. Kílódé ẹ̀sìn owó ni bàbá gbèsè. Akinritan Remi Dodomi. This was 2016. Article kan tó jáde nígbà yẹn. 2.1 billion debt. Sky Bank takes over Ọba Akinritan's Albert Oi depot. A federal high court in Lagos has given Sky Bank PLC the legal backing to take over Albert Oi and Petroleum Limited depot over an alleged 2.1 billion. Justice Jude Daggard asked the Inspector General of Police, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, in assisting in enforcement. I'm sure what is sorted out anyway. Because mo kí bàbá wọn lówó burúkú lówó bí ṣẹpẹrẹ. Epo rọ̀bì ẹ wá ní kí Nàìjíríà kó pín. I try gan. We have a lot of work to do. Ẹ mọye àwọn òyìnbó tó ń bá àwọn ilé ṣiṣẹ́. Ẹ mọye business tó ń lọ ní billions. Ṣẹ́rí lè tán set up yìí, òun náà ni àwọn ọmọ bàbá Ìjẹ̀bú fi ṣe tọ́pẹ̀ ní Petrolex. I don't think it is still in operation. Depot náà ni Petrolex yẹn fi jẹ́. And it's meant to be the biggest farm tank. A máa padà sí ibi tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí immigration wa. Àkọ́tún yá bàrà káàkiri ni. So now ọmọ Albert òun ni House of Rep. Bàbá ẹ̀ náà ọmọ ọba ní owó ti pọ̀ jù. At the end of the day, Not only Epo, he also working on gold. Wow, good got you. Okay. And in reality, do you think all these individuals will want a breakup of Nigeria in their lifetime? Is the question. Chairman Albert Oil, Ilepo Obi, àti gold, Kábíyèsí o, Adépẹ́ lórí. Anyway, let's leave all this and not today too much. So, Cheripe, this is a good thing that we open these on those State House of Rep. We are Lola, Abotunla, Bọ́lá bá ṣe fún mi lẹ́nu gbogbo, àtúlọ sí state mi, àtúlọ wo àwọn House of Rep wọn. But lálẹ́, from all the names we have read out here, there is not one single female. I don't know why. Bí àwọn like àwọn obìnrin nínú house, ẹ wá expect kí development wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ní 2023. Anyway, let's continue. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá wo fídíò yìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí without any interruption. Àwọn èèyàn ní báńkì lélẹ̀ tó fẹ́ gbowó wọn. Wọ́n ń tẹ́wà lórí MixLR fídíò kan ta fún wọn báyìí àwọn èèyàn tó tò síwájú báńkì èrò pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ ọ̀fẹ́ gbowó ọjọ́ kò sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ báńkì ò sí fún wọn ọ̀rọ̀ owó gbà. Ẹwà àwọn bàbá wa ẹwà àwọn kó wa. So, this is the current situation of things in Yoruba land. Ẹwà àwọn ìyá, ẹwà àǹtí, ẹwà ọ̀dọ́. Nobody can have access to their money. And this is a society that has been built in Yoruba land for the last 63 years. But the Yoruba people, at 10 minutes past 11 p.m., Tuesday, March 7, some went on to vote for this criminal. They were voting for ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Fáṣọlá ká tó move sí ti UK padà. Fashola issues unreserved apology to the Igbos over Lagos deportation row. And this article was in September 26, 2013. The governors addressed an Igbo social cultural group in Lagos. The Lagos state governor then, because it's no longer the state governor, Thursday issued an unreserved apology to the Igbos following the deportation of about 70 beggars and destitute people to Anambra State. Speaking at the event to mark the silver jubilee of Aka Ikengan, an Igbo social cultural body in Lagos, Mr. Fashola stated that he valued his relationship with the Igbos. I came here to say thank you for the honor done to my family and the memory of my late father. Mr. Fashola, whose father died last month, said, people who clearly do not understand the actions taken and the words spoken are those I hold an explanation. I cannot take the Igbos for granted because we have built a relationship based on tolerance, mutual respect, love, and trust. That relationship was built by our ancestors, and I put a lot of value in that relationship, said the Lagos State Governor. I offer an unreserved apology if the actions taken have been misunderstood, he added. Mr. Fashola, however, called on the Aka Ikagan to help address the issue of people migrating from the southeast to Lagos. I want you to take note of that word. The issues of migrating. Tabanik on migrating, English dictionary. What does it mean to a layman like me and you? Migrate.
Migrate.
Once again.
Migrate.
One more time.
Migrate.
Animals do migrate. Tó tútù bá dé, àwọn ẹyẹ kan máa sá lọ síbi tó ń wà. Tó tútù bá ti tán, wọ́n máa padà. Just as baby náà ṣe sá kúrò Nàìjíríà ní 24 years ago, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó fẹ́ sá lọ bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. It is a normal thing for people to survive. They want to run to different places. So when something is called
migrate,
it is called of animals, typically a bird or fish, move from one region or habitat to another according to seasons. And Fashola was saying that, please help us address the issue. My question to those of us again watching is, first question here. I still go back to the same question because the first caller was able to say Fashola did it, maybe other governors should have taken over. But migration of people from one state into another state, mainly under the 1999 Constitution, people can move around. They can move around. Why do you now think that the British government, our own Prime Minister, today, because I still on the midnight, did a press statement, and this is what he had to say.
As a result, this shows that
this is when it was coming in. Quick Media Live. Let's listen to our Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak.
Today we are introducing new legislation to keep my promise to you, to stop the votes. My policy is very simple. It is this country and your government who should decide who comes here, not criminal gangs.
Who decide who comes into Yoruba land and who does not come in Nigeria today? Who make that decision? Fashola did the decision according to what we were told, but he's still telling a particular social cultural group or one organization known as Aka Ikagan láti lọ address issue yẹn. Is it the case that some lack the resources to develop, or perhaps some part are endowed to enormous resources but not adequately managed? How can development be so difficult from the zone that has produced people like Nnamdi Azikiwe, Alex Ikweme, Ike Nwachukwu, and among others? As political storm gathers, their contact sport like football, contact sport have rules, said Mr. Fashola. Those who are victims of our shortcomings as professionals in and out of the government should not be pounded. A day like this calls for deep reflection about the issues of our loyalties. Are we more Igbo than Nigeria, or are we more Nigeria than Igbo? He added. On July 24, the Lagos State Governor had dumped the evict under the cover of darkness at Upper Iweka, Onitsha. Are they back again, or are they in their own territory known as Anambra State? Who does a check when somebody is coming from the Igbo land, as an example, all the way into Lagos? Níbo náà ti máa ṣe check yẹn? Do we have the borders between Yoruba land and the Igbo land today? Do we have a border between the north to the Yoruba land? Do we have the borders where people that are coming from the southwest are heading back to the north? We don't have the borders because it is one country. And when it's a one country, maybe you should look at the map that I'm about to show you behind me. Let me change this Koiki Media and give you the map. As of today, if I move a little bit like this, can you all see that there is no borders between us and the rest of the countries? There's no border between us and the rest of the states. The reason why our own Prime Minister can come out is because UK is trying to protect its borders from illegal migrants that are making use of the UK resources, which is costing us £6 million every day. We're going to listen to it more. When we have a Yoruba nation country, we will be able to say, okay, after our Igbo, but after Igbo people are educated, we want the one that is educated, that will live with us as an example, that will be professionals. After tomorrow, the burden on us. Or we want the one that will come but he's not going to sell us a fake product if that is your concern. We don't want the one that will come and we want to steal our land. We will control the land. But in Nigeria today, it is not possible. And it's a good thing that these kind of narratives that we have been discussing in the last 24 hours is now coming in the UK context. So those of you that say you have a country, you don't have a country yet because you are not controlling the people that are coming from the other part of the state into the Yoruba territory. Ali shout, post as many content in the WhatsApp group is not going to make any impact. Because the Yoruba politicians, just as Fashola apologized, are still working in the context of Nigeria constitution, a fraudulent constitution anyway. So I don't see how the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, will be able to stop people entering Lagos State. He can control his state by telling citizens not to sell their land. But the poverty in Yoruba land has allowed so many Yoruba people to sell off this land and migrate to UK. When they get to UK, they have another immigration problem depending on the visa that they're coming with. If they come with a visa, it's okay. If they have enough money, they can establish it. If you have certain amount of money, you can get your papers. But for those of us, like me and you, if you get to UK like this, prepare your mind to be taken to Rwanda. Let's listen again to the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, stop the boat from getting to UK. And when you get to UK, we will deal with you.
Now, the first step is understanding the nature and scale of what we are dealing with. The number of people entering the UK illegally in small boats has more than quadrupled in just the last 2 years.
Just as the numbers of people coming to Lagos State is becoming a big problem and concern to the Lagosians and the Yorubas. But nobody is dealing with the real problem. Let's get this Yoruba nation and deal with this problem properly through laws, through setting up and employ more Yoruba people and stay at the borders. Hello, where are you going? I'm going to Yoruba land. From where? Did you get a visa? Depending on the relationship that we have with the next country. Okay, you don't need a visa, but let's first check you to make sure that you're not a criminal that have committed a crime the last time you came into Yoruba land. These are the things that can be done inside a Yoruba country. You will not be able to do all these I'm talking about. You will not be able to do what our UK Prime Minister is doing because we are still Nigerians. But nothing is going to change. Article, release a voice note, send the dates, until we have a Yoruba nation, a Yoruba country, a Yoruba land, we will sort all these things out on for life within 1 year. We will first ask every non-indigene to come and register because we want to know their location. But as Yoruba people are crying out that their land is going to be taken, I think we should cry more for self-determination and stop these, whatever your concerns are. Those that does not even believe in self-determination is the one that we are trying to protect, according to some people. If actually protect one on, the same politicians, only God knows the kind of relationship they have with the Igbos. If that's your concern, they've given them the opportunity and they've not given the Yoruba people opportunity. Let's listen more to Rishi Sunak.
Those illegally crossing the channel are not directly fleeing a war-torn country or persecution.
When there's a war in Nigeria, you'll be lucky. If you come here, they will have to accept you. But by that's fine, no problem. We will continue this kind of education until we get to where we are going.
Or an imminent threat to life. They have travelled to safe European countries. They are paying people smugglers huge sums to make this dangerous and sometimes tragic journey. Now, the reason that criminal gangs continue to bring small boats over here is because they know that our system could be exploited.
Well, Rishi Sunak, my own prime minister, we don't want to exploit this system by bringing the Yoruba people here. Can you just help us dissolve, disintegrate Nigeria so that me and the rest of my Yoruba people here, we are going to go back home and we make sure that we can promise you, if you can help us with our quest for the dissolution in a peaceful means without bloodshed. This is a question I'll throw to him anytime I have the opportunity to engage him. We can guarantee that no Yoruba indigene will leave Yoruba land to UK should we have Yoruba nation at least in the first 10 years of Yoruba country. A lè sign agreement yẹn. Pé tí Rishi Sunak bá guarantee àwa ò pé ẹ̀yin Yorùbá mo back yín under the United Nations. And please stop saying that you have a country because these are prime minister that would endorse you at the United. Àwọn èèyàn tẹ ìyá yẹn ti jẹ́ kẹ́ feel pé United Nations yẹn is just something. Don't call my phone bó ṣe ń bọ́ lọ́hùn sọ̀rọ̀. Mad people all over the place. Rishi Sunak represent the Yoruba people if he wants to. But he's more concerned of some of the other areas because only Kokoloma make a decision here. We have a king in the United Kingdom. God bless the king, they say. But Rishi Sunak can influence this kind of conversation. But today, they are more worried about illegal immigrants that are trying to get to UK that is giving us concern. Great Yoruba Nation on Instagram, very good evening and welcome to the program.
That once here, illegal migrants can make a multitude of asylum, modern slavery, and spurious human rights claims to frustrate their removal. And the risk remains that those individuals just disappear into the black economy.
You heard that? Just as a lot of terrorists don't want Nigeria. And let me show you, maybe you don't know, Kukumba News, but you are letting my worry, Koiki Media. Let me take us quickly to Twitter and go to the intelligent platform that I follow all the time. Before I open that, how many people That's about in trend, trend is important. You click on it. Video of Wole Soyinka speaking about how they start the first confraternity. Okay, I know the interest in follow anything. I think about Wole Soyinka dada. This is Ifa Funsho I follow a lot. In 1946, Mrs. Adebonojo points to a map she drawn on the blackboard showing Yoruba nation in Nigeria in 1946 during a geographic lesson at Marlborough Senior Girls School. My loyalty belongs to Yoruba, not Nigeria. It is only a brainwashed Yoruba that will say, I am Nigeria before Yoruba. And we have a lot of the youth that should channel their energy on low from Peter Obi and bring that energy into the Yoruba nation conversation. But they're still thinking that they can fix Nigeria. I don't know how idiotic they are. I'm sorry. They're hoping that they can work and bring the unity among all the 370 groups. That's where the youth are putting their energy, in support of Peter Obi, because they now believe that APC and PDP destroy Nigeria. They need a new Nigeria, where they are losing their identity as against Nigeria. But who do we blame? We blame all these Olori Buruku politicians, like we have them here, that have disrespected we the Yoruba people by not talking about the Yoruba nation and raising a bill. But these 42 years old Home Secretary raise a bill and say enough of these immigrants coming into UK and we're going to stop it. And that is the conversation that took place with our Prime Minister. And this is order. This is how our Home Secretary was introduced to the Parliament this afternoon.
We come to the statement of the illegal migration bill. I wish to make a brief statement. I'm aware that there are a number of cases before the court which relate to the subject matter of the bill. Given the national importance of the issues to be discussed, I'm prepared to exercise a waiver and allow brief references to those cases. However, I would ask members to exercise caution and not to refer in detail to issues which are being considered by the court. I know.
This is why we say that Nigeria does not respect rule of law. As much as they're going to be talking about this issue, they must also consider that there are cases in the court. Just as I was very careful, because I can't say what I don't know. I have to go according to the article because it will still be a legal case. But in Nigeria today, we don't even have a rule of law. And if you have a rule of law, your president, after 4 days, have not responded to the judgment of the Supreme Court. What a crazy country. And you expect some of us to remain in such country. Mo kẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń wọ̀ láti Ọ̀ṣun State. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Ọ̀ṣun náà láìpẹ́. But for now, we are dealing with Ondo State. Once again, how many hours láti lò? Because I need to wind down. Okay. Kò ní ju 3 hours lọ. So I have about 40 minutes to the end of my presentation. Let's go back and listen to our own Home Secretary today.
Call the Home Secretary to make a statement.
She's only 42 years old.
With permission, Mr. Speaker, I would like to make a statement about the government's illegal migration bill. 2 months ago, the Prime Minister made a promise to the British people. He said that anyone entering this country illegally will be detained and swiftly removed. No half measures. The illegal migration bill will fulfill that promise. It will allow us to stop the boats that are bringing tens of thousands to our shores in flagrant breach of both our laws and the will of the British people. Now, the United Kingdom must always support the world's most vulnerable. Since 2015, we've given sanctuary to nearly 500,000 include 150,000 people from Hong Kong, 160,000 people from Ukraine, 25,000 Afghans fleeing the Taliban.
The reason why Yoruba or Nigeria is not coming up there is because as far as the UK is concerned, Nigeria has stability. Nigeria is stable. And maybe if you don't know, I'll show you. Nigeria is stable. But before we go into that, we face some of security Lencom. I almost forgot. As of today, almost 1,000 terrorists have surrendered. Nigeria. These are Boko Haram. 1,250 Boko Haram and Islamic State West African ISWAP terrorists have laid down their arms and embraced peace in Borno State. Really? Ọ̀gá. Wọ́n láwọn jà mọ́ apààyàn mọ́ afẹ́ peace. Ó ní fídíò ọlọ́kan tí máa ń wò lórí tó máa ń gbòkó ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ bá wá dìde. Mr. Kolo àbíké ó ní sound kan tó máa I want problem. I don't want peace. I always want problem. Ẹ ti mọ fídíò yẹn lórí Instagram bàbá yẹn máa ń ṣe skit báyìí. Ẹ wà wọn tó surrender 1,250 Boko Haram tó ti pààyàn tó ti kidnap ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ti wọlé káàmọ́ bí tèmi ti fún àwọn obìnrin wa lóyún àwọn náà ń surrender ní Borno State. This is the kind of problem that we are dealing with. Not just one sector or one particular set of people. We are dealing with magnitude problem in Yoruba land. 1,250 Boko Haram and ISWAP, which are the biggest terrorist organization in the world, will now surrender. So the question now is, are they going to integrate them back into the society? Ṣáwọn ọlọ́mọ máa ṣe mìtì fún yín? Ṣáwọn ọlọ́mọ máa ṣe Indomie noodles? Wọ́n tó like Indomie ní wàhálà. Ṣáwọn ilé náà máa wá sílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá ti dáhùn padà pé wọ́n ti refresh wọn àbọ̀ máa kó wọn sínú sójà. Ṣé Tinubu máa lè deal pẹ̀lú problem àwọn ilé pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ti wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀? These are so many questions. Then in Yami Sarah, after how many killings? Àwọn ilé sọ pé àwọn surrender. Kí àwọn káwọ́ sókè. Not sure. And these are the kind of people you want us to stay with in this contraction known as Nigeria. Mokin Yawa Ogini, Ike, Ekaboma. But then Bolaji, Yoruba Nation is a solution. But it cannot be a solution if we are still in Nigeria and we are not going to be able to do like this man is doing. We will not be able to do like this woman is doing. Because should we remain in Nigeria, we are all going to be in danger to so many things. Let's go back and listen to her. These particular people. 1,250. Ṣé ìbọn yẹn kan tó gbà lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn 1,250 náà lédè? Àbí sójà náà ti parẹ́ ẹ̀nú ẹni? Àbí báwo kò yé mi? Because we expect to see a lot of guns, but we can only see one AK-46 or AK-47 length. And look at them. Another small one weapon. Èèyàn mélòó láwọn ilé ti pa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ mọ̀ wọ́n ti pààyàn bàtí ẹni tó pa wọ́n ṣe identification kankan pẹ̀lú ẹ̀? And this is why we are saying to our people, okay, so anyway. Let's go back now to the Prime Minister, or no, the Home Secretary.
Indeed, my own parents, decades ago, found security and opportunity in this country.
Ṣẹ̀fọ́n àwọn tó sọ pé àwọn ìyá tó bí òun náà UK lọ sáwá wọ́n ti rí security lọ́ fi lè bí òun ní 1980. Wọ́n wá bí ní 1980. 4 decades later, she is now representing that generation. Èmi wá ń pariwo generation tiwa kó má bàtà kó má bàjẹ́ ẹni kì í ṣọ́tọ̀. Ṣé ilé mi sì ṣé kò ti gbé generation ẹ̀ lọ sókè báyìí? Because even the Bob BC lóyè ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ ó ní màmá tó bí òun àwọn náà sá wá sí UK ní fún refuge. And this is what I say to our Yoruba people. Ẹ̀yin wo Tinubu? Ṣé Tinubu máa fún yín ní peace? Ṣé Tinubu máa fún yín ní Yoruba nation? Tinubu is working the agenda of Nigeria. Otunla Temitope, thank you so much. Let's listen one more time. I don't want to use too much of the video because I don't own the copyright. From our Paraloloti Prime Minister.
Something for which my family is eternally grateful. Crucially, these are decisions supported by the British people, precisely because they were
Ó ní àwọn British people, àwọn ló support ẹ̀. So gbogbo ẹ̀yàn ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ̀ ń pariwo lọ́tún ló sì kọ́ fi balẹ̀. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ stop problem yẹn tá a bá ṣì wà nínú Nàìjíríà? How do we want to stop that problem? How do we want to stop it? Ṣé ẹnu la fẹ́ fi stop ẹ̀ ká máa pátíkù ká máa pariwo or ká advice àwọn politicians wa pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ẹ jẹ́ ká fi mú dáadáa o. But all their manifestos from the PDP, APC and the Labour Party, they are all criminals. Their agenda is only for Nigeria. Koiki Media Live.
decisions made by the British people and their elected representatives.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n àwọn tó sọ and their elected representatives. Mo rí ẹ̀mbẹ̀ láti Miami. Ẹ̀kọ́ ọrọ̀ ajé ètè ní ajá máa wọgbá. Àwọn representative tiwa, àwọn náà lélẹ́yìí o, Londo State. Báwo lọ ṣe máa defend Ondo fún yín? Àtẹ̀dúpẹ́ pé wọ́n tẹ̀ ṣàmọ̀tẹ́kùn Londo. But how do we stop all these criminals, good, bad, ugly, into the territory known as Ondo State? Let's go back and listen a little bit more to the Prime Minister before we start winding down, because we're not in Nakad.
And that is the reality we must deal with. And with 100 million people displaced around the world, if we do not deal with it now, the situation will just get worse and worse.
Prime Minister, beg, just listen to we, the Yoruba people. Align with us, agree with us, because there are more Yoruba people that will get to UK. But we can guarantee you that to bá fún wa ní Yoruba country, to bá support wa ní United Nations. If UK support us as a security member, but I don't think they want to do, I don't know. But from indication, the UK says the election is okay, democracy is good for us, let's continue to practice democracy. And Katrina Lang is just moving around. I want to show you a video that we picked up this morning from Simon Ekpa. Where Katrina Lang, this is Katrina Lang. And that's the UK British High Commission to Nigeria dancing with the Fulani. British High Commissioner to Nigeria Katrina Lang joined Fulani dancers on the arrival at Abubakar Tafawa Balewa International Airport. Dancing. Igwe Yamuki. You can see her. And some people are excited. She know they catch the woman up. She's doing exactly what she's been told to do. And this is all happening. Mo mọ̀ pé Alhaji wà níbẹ̀, Alhaji Bashir. Ẹ rí i pé a ti wọ àwa ní baba problem. She's dancing Fulani dance. And yet, our Prime Minister is here talking about this.
People must know that if they come here illegally, it will result in their detention and swift removal. Once this happens, and they know it will happen, they will not come, and the vote will stop.
Okay.
That is why today we are introducing legislation to make clear that if you come here illegally, you can't claim asylum. You can't benefit from our modern slavery protections. You can't make spurious human rights claims. And you can't stay. We will detain those who come here illegally and then remove them in weeks, either to their own country if it is safe to do so, or to a safe third country like Rwanda.
Oh my God. Okay, Dada, Alhaji Bashir. Ìjọ làwọn Yorùbá máa dìde. Ìjọ la fi gbọ́n ta fi tètè dìde lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. A ní láti pé gbogbo fídíò ẹ mọ́. But this is the new law in UK. And as I'm going to be winding down my presentation this evening, which is now coming up to 12 midnight, so we have just about 15 minutes. I want to come back to my full screen. The Yoruba people are tired, but not all the Yorubas are tired, because some still see Nigeria as their milk, And that is why it's giving us a lot of setback. If every Yoruba politician today agree that we should go, nothing is going to stop us from going. But Tinubu bàbá wọn tó jẹ́ the big doggy, ó ti di president. Àwọn kan ní ẹ ṣe sùúrù, ó mọ tó ń ṣe, calculator ni bàbá yẹn Jagaban, ó máa ń calculate dáadáa, a calculate gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation, ó máa jẹ́ kó tètè bọ́ sí. Okay. Lọ́pọ̀ ara yín, but not for me. I don't buy that. We don't know what is playing behind the scene. And we can never know, just as Buhari is living now. Ṣé àpótí Buhari bá ti lọ ní sàn ìrántí ẹ̀ mọ́? Tinubu láti máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. So gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin pé bí Buhari ni kò ń ṣe òun ni original ni fake ni gbogbo atrocity tó ṣe, APC just continue to protect it because APC ló wà ń bẹ̀. Tó bá tẹ̀lé pé change of government wà, àwọn ilé náà fi máa investigate nǹkan kan, but nothing is going to be investigated. So if you're expecting anything to be investigated after Buhari has left, it's not going to happen. And that is why we are saying one more time to our Yoruba people, we have whatever it takes to go now. We don't have to fight before we go. We don't have to fight. But is he going to do it? A lot of people are thinking he's going to do it. I don't think so. And I want you to hold me for my words. It would bring policy that will put a Yoruba man to places that make you feel comfortable. But that is not really what we want. It is just another way to slow down the system that will enable me and you to prosper, to flourish as Yoruba people and compete with the people around the world. You know, think about the General Secretary. We can have another young Yoruba man or Yoruba woman come about our Home Secretary sọ̀rọ̀ ní UK. Okay, but she go close border and but she say delay. You know, that we're having this kind of relationship. We will have relationship with Norway as Yoruba land. Wà á fẹ́ kọ́ máa kẹja wá sọ́dọ̀ wa because ní Ondo state a ní enough ẹja. Tábàdé lẹ́ja kí la máa ṣe láti fi grow ẹja. We will have cordial relationship with our neighbors. Oh, àfẹ́ràn àwọn nǹkan wá kàwé ní school yín ní Belgium. But tó bá ti ń kà tán ẹ̀dá wọn padà wá sílé because ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dá. Kò ń ṣe lè tí gbogbo àṣà kúrò after 40 years. Ẹlòmíràn lè relocate padà lọ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ó kọ́lé o. But they can't. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Jàkólú Ṣọlá. Vivian, you said, I really wish I could understand Yoruba language, Koiki, but I sense you are passionate about the Yoruba nation. I wish Tinubu will give you or Shetima, aka Boko Haram sponsor, will be a stumbling block. You're right, Vivian. Shetima has already said, what restructuring? Restructuring my foot. Tinubu is going to run on the 1999 Constitution. They will try to say they are amending it, but the legal experts that have spoken in the past have said, there's nothing to amend. You scrap that Constitution and then bring a Constitution that works for every region, and that will definitely collapse Nigeria if that is done. So Tinubu will try to manage that Constitution with all kind of lies. He will set up different committees to look into the economy, the security. It will not make any difference. It's just to slow the Yoruba generation into what is known as Nigeria again. And with the backings of all the Yoruba states, even Oyo State gave him the backing. Then the question is, what will be the way out? I will talk about that, but not tonight. So if you think that there's still not a way out, as a Yoruba president there, you must be fooling yourself. The fight must be continuity until we break the backbone of Nigeria and we all be free. Don't be deceived. The Yorubas must exit now. Anytime. For every day that we are still in Nigeria is a danger to who we are as a race, as a tribe, as our own identity, whatever you want to call it. The longer we stay in Nigeria with all these criminal politicians from across the southwest that have cajoled our people into thinking that we need the power up there in the FCT. Tinubu will have a lot of security that will be guiding him, motor vehicle will be traveling. I hope he will have the strength. Buhari really enjoyed his 8 years. I've never seen a president travel as much as Buhari, dead or alive. He was going everywhere. He took a vice president, he was going. But I don't think Tinubu will have that kind of strength like Tinubu, like Buhari. So you would end up seeing more of Shetima traveling around the world on your behalf as a president. Tinubu wanted his ambition. He's got that ambition. But is that ambition favorable for the Yoruba people in the long run? We will discuss that, but not tonight. As I leave you in the hands of Eledumare, my name is Olami Koiki. I've been able to prove again tonight, using our new laws here in the UK, that nobody can stop the migration of people into the Yoruba land with the present day Nigeria. Look at the map behind me. Should we be out of Nigeria, all these borders will be rightly protected, and we will know, like I saw in the news last week, the RAF was pulled out quickly because there was a plane that was coming into UK that lost signal. And so that it doesn't kill as many of us here, the RAF was boom up and guided the plane to Stansted Airport. Should the plane not listen to the pilot, because they will move closer and say, follow us, two of them, they blow it out from the space, Kutuwasi Sale. They are not taking any chances. But we would not be able to do anything. Well, people can say we can do something. We protect Lagos and we let loose Kwara State. We let loose the other state. We are not talking about one particular state now. We are talking about the whole of Yoruba land is in danger. And if we do nothing, it will fight back on every one of us. But we are doing something. That is why we are here tonight. That is why we've been here for the last 3 years. These have been messages since 1960. Working with Nigeria is going to work, is not going to work until the new media has taken over, where we can spread the message. Should the Yoruba people are given opportunity. Yes, you're right, Alaji. Our politicians enjoy the privilege of their positions without thinking of the duty that comes with it. Those positions are sweet. Maybe some of us are also waiting to be part of those positions. You could get carried away if you're in this kind of position, because we don't know. If I was the governor of Ondo State, maybe I will be going to Hong Kong to eat dinner and come back the next day, even with the distance. If the priority of your governor of Ondo State was healthcare, it will make sure his health is dealt with in the state. But he's trying to save his own life by going to Germany, while many of you will die in Ondo State. We know about your governor. We don't even know where your deputy governor takes his treatment and the House of Reps. Yoruba land is in danger. Forget about the fefereti, fishery that is happening around the Yoruba land. Party, there is danger underneath and it's about to explode. We must stop it now. Peacefully, I love peace. Violently, there's nothing wrong in it. But one thing will lead to something. And as I leave you, we play our last, you know the one now. You don't see Igboho. We play that one, and then when I come back, be rest assured we'll play the anthem. So I'm going to drop the sound a little bit. That is sure I'm not issue. Mokibobo Ebomi Babawa. Muke Alaja _ Adiola your Instagram. Okay, I'm on new listener as well. Maybe you've heard a lot about me. Please forget about some of the headline. I got a YouTube message that was sent to me. Igboho spokesman have betrayed him. Just as some of you would also have seen such an headline. I'm sure some of you must have watched that video. Some never watched it, just like the person that sent it to me. I don't want to say the person is stupid, but I believe maybe any data and a headline. The message has nothing to do with me. The content was not even for me. I don't want to go into what the content is. I played the video. I watched the whole 10 minutes. Mo den bere mi pé kí ni idiot to send it to me. Kí ló send it to me. It shows me any ò gbọ́ because what dárúkọ mi látòkè délẹ̀ nínú video yẹn. And I'm sure a lot of you have watched so many other videos like that and you're like, what the hell is this? But my name is a brand and there's nothing wrong in that. So that means my name will be needed to push something out. Igboho spokesman, Olayomi Koiki. To spell orúkọ mi dáadáa. And they actually put something different that has nothing to do with me. Like I always say, if I follow all these bloggers, some of you will have high blood pressure. Orílẹ̀-èdè àgbéga tó dá ìtẹ́lẹ̀ jíjẹ́ àgbọ́mọ agbọ́mọdé àti ìbẹ̀rù àṣìṣe tó dára àṣìkò ìṣọ̀kan ìkẹjẹ ìsíwájú ìtòun ọmọ òbí ọ̀sìn ipò ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ìgbàdúláwọ̀ àwa ni ó dára fún wa láwọn sùn ó tún di ọ̀la lágbára ìlú náà kọ́lọ̀ fún Nnamdi Kanu lálàáfíà níbi tó wà kọ́lọ̀ yọ àlàáfíà kúrò gbogbo tó bá dì mú kọ́lọ̀ mú wọn pa wọ́n ti padà wá ọlọ́ba tọ́jú Nnamdi Kanu He's not doing very well, but we continue to pray for him. And on that note, good night.
Life is so funny. You come with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything and go back with empty hand. God is powerful.